here we go. Y'all ready? Try my best just to listen and learn some things. And this is only Metal Gear Solid 1.
Finally, Metal Gear Solid!
The
Exclamation
first one.
mark.
Wait, did that say 1987? What?
To a submarine
sorry.
speeding through the ocean. This submarine is on its way to Fox Island, a nuclear weapons facility off the coast of Alaska, America's 51st state. We zoom into the sub. There's Colonel Roy Campbell, and he says into the radio,
Solid Snake, you're the only man for the
Look how
job.
games
I'm
used
here,
to be.
Campbell. Do with me what you will.
Okay, here's the mission brief. On the nuclear weapons facility on Fox Island, there has been a mutiny. A group of 6 men have taken control, and they call themselves Foxhound.
Oh my god, what do they want?
Well, I'll let them speak for themselves, patching you through.
Ah, yes, we want $1 billion in non-sequential $1 bills.
Dr. Evil, this is 1969. That amount of money doesn't even exist.
And
$1
the
billion?
remains of a dead guy. His name...
Hold on, is this the correct? Like, you know how Maxor does the incorrect? Is this really how it goes?
Remains of a dead guy. His name is Big Boss.
Ew.
Send us
that
his
Big Boss?
corpse.
Oh my god, what if you don't get it?
Well, then we're going to launch a nuclear weapon.
This feels a
My
little
god.
like,
No one
Austin
threatens my
Powers.
country with a nuke, damn it. Campbell, it's time to send in the snake. That's me. That's my catchphrase. I'm gonna murder everybody. It's gonna be a slaughter. You're gonna love it, Roy.
No, wait, Snake. You don't understand. The situation is more delicate than that. They have hostages. Important hostages. Those hostages are Donald Anderson, the DARPA chief, and Kenneth Baker, president of Arms Tech. We need you not to kill those 2 people specifically.
Kill the DARPA chief and some Baker. I got it, Captain.
We'll get you as close as we can, and then we're gonna shoot you out in this cool mini-sub. And then you're on your own.
Oh.
Snake
my
is fired
God,
out in a mini
The
sub.
game, it's different. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So he arrives at the base, and when he gets there, Snake is birthed from the mini sub out into the water, natural style. And then he
Oh,
starts
that's gross.
swimming towards the shore. He gets there, and this is the very start of the game. You finally get control of Solid Snake. Snake then goes out and he kills some of the guards.
But quietly.
That's right. Okay, so on the other side of this room is an elevator, and on that elevator is a mysterious man.
There he is. I'm gonna get him.
And he tells the guards, guards,
Liquid
you have to be on alert. Someone could be trying to infiltrate the base. Anyway, I'm going up this elevator. Goodbye. So, Snake quickly finds a hiding place, and he calls the colonel. He goes, Colonel, who is that long blonde-haired dazzler? Ah, that man? Yes, that is Liquid Snake. And he is the leader of the Foxhound group.
And you guys have the same code name, being Snake.
So I'm Solid Snake, and the bad guy is called Liquid Snake?
Yeah. Will that come up in the plot later on?
Don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it for me.
Snake, take that elevator to the surface. But make sure no one sees you. That would totally blow the mission.
Oh, that makes sense. All right. So, eventually you catch the elevator and then you go to the surface. He takes off all of his swimsuits, and there's a really fucking cool title screen that comes up. Snake reaches the ground floor, and he starts looking around, and he sees a bunch of guards.
What I'm trying to get used to and get past, because, this is around the time I play video games, but I've been spoiled so much where details have been put into games, and looking at this is driving my eyes insane. It's just like, that used to be the thing that's your game style right there, man. But I don't want it no more. Okay. I'm past it. We can move on.
The ground floor, and he starts looking around, and he sees a bunch of guards and stuff. So he hides behind a box, and he quickly calls up the colonel. Colonel, what am I supposed to do? There are guards everywhere, and it's so cold out here. How am I supposed to sneak around stealthily when my teeth are chattering?
Hold up, Snake. Here's Naomi with some more info.
Ah, Snake, don't worry about the cold. You see, we gave you an injection.
An injection?
Yes, an injection.
Injection?
It has nanomachines inside of it that will help you stay warm.
Wow, very sci-fi.
Lies. All lies!
Although you'd think I'd be used to the temperature by now. Anyway,
Hey,
Snake, what's
neonatologist.
important is, you see, ever since Zanzibar, my latest mission, I decided to go into retirement. And from there, I was living in the wilderness of Alaska, on my own, blazing my own trail, lone wolf, MGTOW lifestyle. And anyway, what were you saying?
But she has already hung up the call.
Oh, it must have got disconnected. So Snake is sneaking around, and
In
he's
the
looking around
cold?
corners, and he's loving it. And then all of a sudden,
He was cold.
oh my
for real?
god, a Hind D. He notices a helicopter. It is a Russian gunship. How odd. So he calls up the colonel, and he goes, why is there a Russian gunship here in Alaska?
I'm not sure. Maybe you should find out, Snake. That is your job after all.
Oh, okay. The Russian helicopter flies away. By the way, Snake,
There's only 18 hours left until the terrorist deadline. So, Snake, you gotta hurry, man.
also, one more thing. I promise we're going to get back to gameplay soon.
Here's Mei Ling. She's our visual and data processing specialist.
She saves game. You call her up and it saves game. She's not terribly important, to be honest. Snake flirts
saves
with her for a little while. He goes, I didn't expect a world-class military technical person to be so cute and attractive and also single.
I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake.
Hurry the fuck up. I'm going. The call ends and Snake starts roaming around. He sneaks and he's having a whale of a time, and he finds a vent hole and he uses that to get into the facility. So he's in the vent, and then all of a sudden, Snake gets a call from his old master, McDonald Miller. He's his fighting mentor, I guess. Now, McDonald, he's
Hey, that
retired
guy.
just like Snake,
Okay, I
and he
know
lives
that
out
guy.
in
Well, his
Alaska
face
now.
anyway.
He hasn't seen Snake since that last mission in Zanzibar, remember? Now, Zanzibar was a big deal. It's where Snake fought Big Boss and won, killing Big Boss, thus turning him into a bunch of remains, which
That's
is
what
what
they're
the
yeah,
terrorists
okay.
want. My name is McDonald, but you can call me Master. Oh, okay. And he says, look, if you need any help, I'm here. I'm here to help. Oh, please let me help. Thanks very much. It's kind of uneventful. So he just continues.
But remember, Mr. Miller.
Yes, the master. Snake then sneaks through the facility. Finally, a chance to use the Metal Gear Solid music. Then he sees a whole bunch of cells, and one of them has a lady in it who is doing sit-ups. Is that a woman?
Is that a woman?
Women.
The other one has a man in it, and that man looks to be the DARPA chief, Donald
Oh.
Anderson. That's who I'm
hostage.
looking for,
Yeah.
says Snake. And he drops in and he goes, surprise, it's me. And then he coughs terribly.
Snake tells Donald,
calls-
I'm here to rescue you. Donald says, you don't look like one of them. You gotta get me out of here.
Yeah, okay, I'll break you out, but first, I need some information on the terrorists. Do they have a nuke? Can they actually launch the nuke?
It's very possible they could launch the nuke.
Oh my god. So,
I'm trying to grab on to every detail and it's slipping my freaking brain. I think the important parts are going to be sticking there that needs to stick there. But I can't even tell you the name of the guy he just DARPA. Oprah. Yo, this is confusing. Is the storyline important? The storyline is important, right? Old MacDonald brought the farm, E-I-E-I-O. The story is everything. It's very important. Okay, like I said, I'll grab on to what I need to grab on to. I can't. It's like I feel like I'm in school and I better pay attention because I have a big old test at the end of it, and I'm gonna fail miserably. I want to see gameplay though. I do want to see that. I saw little snippets of gameplay, but I actually want to see the gameplay. Or this more of a story movie, a little bit of gameplay. It could be one of those kind of games too. I don't know. Either way, I'm focusing in.
It's very possible they could launch the nuke.
oh my god. So, the camera then pans over to the next cell where we see the lady doing sit-ups, right? And she overhears Snake and Donald's discussion. She starts listening
noise.
and eavesdropping. So rude. Now, back to Snake. Snake says, I don't understand. This place is only meant to be for dismantling nuclear warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
Listen, Snake. I've got some dramatic information.
Tell me more.
You see, the terrorists have a new kind of weapon. It's a nuclear-equipped walking battle tank that walks.
Oh my god. Metal Gear? It cannot be.
Metal Gear.
Wait, you know about the Metal Gears? They're the most secretest project ever. How did you find out about it?
I've had some run-ins with Metal Gears in the past. This isn't the very first game, technically.
Oh.
I thought the whole Metal Gear project was scrapped.
It's actually not cancelled. It's being developed here on the island. It's all very top secret. That was until the mutiny, when all the guards took us over and took over the place. Now they're in control of everything and stuff.
Then suddenly one of the guards comes along and he goes, "Shut the fuck up. Shut up in there. Hey, shut up in your mouth. Keep it down in there."
Fuck, man. We can hear you outside, and it's very fucking annoying, all right?
Okay, sorry about that, sir.
Shut the fuck up!
Donald and Snake go real quiet, and then Donald waves him away. He goes, sorry about that. I didn't mean. I'll be quiet. Now, once the guard leaves, Snake then says, "Let me ask you about this. Do they have the detonation code? Do they know it's 1, 2, 3, 4? You know, the thing you need to input in order to launch the nuke? There's always a detonation code."
It's set up so that you need 2 input codes.
So you're telling me that they need 2 different passwords in order to launch a nuke?
Correct.
Who has the passwords?
I have one, and Baker has the other.
Oh, thank God. So the terrorists don't have the passwords, right?
Wrong. The terrorists do have my password.
Why'd you give him the password?
Because he didn't want to die?
Psycho Mantis read my mind, and he stole the password.
Read your mind?
That's the oldest excuse in the book. Are you working with them? Why did you do it? Why did you betray your country?
He read
There's
his
some
mind?
big accusations, Snake. I don't really appreciate
I am
this.
the one that gave him the nuclear code, okay? So that
I
means
thought maybe
that
he got tortured and he had to give it up. They reading minds?
they get Baker's password. Oh my God, they got both the passwords. They can launch the nuke.
But Snake,
Yes?
there's still a way to stop it.
That's great news. All right, problem solved. I'll see you later.
No, let me tell you about how to stop it.
Oh, okay, that's probably a good idea.
There's these card keys, right?
Right.
There's 3 of them, and Baker should have them, and you'll need all of them to stop it.
Why? What's special about these card keys?
Well, you put them in and they stop it.
Oh, like an emergency override.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Snake then says the next obvious question, which is, all right, where the fuck's Baker then? I need Baker.
I think he's somewhere in the 2nd floor basement. Here's my ID card. It's a level 1 ID card, and it'll open any level 1 doors.
Okie dokie, thanks very much. Then Donald asks the question,
Is the White House planning to give in to the terrorist demands, Snake?
you mean give them the body of Big Boss?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I don't know, Donald, and I don't care. It's not part of my mission, see?
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just here to stop the... Oh, what's wrong, Donald?
What?
Suddenly, Donald is having a heart attack.
What? Okay. Just throw that in there. Okay. A heart attack. All right. Cool. Let's keep it going.
What is it?
They poisoned him.
The woman in the cell next door
Still being
overhears
nosy.
this, and she starts banging on the door and going, "What's going on in there?"
I'm dead.
Donald dies.
What? You don't have his
He
password.
dies of a heart attack.
Wait, what?
What the heck is going on?
All right. Okay. All right. That's interesting. That's all right. Just out of nowhere, the man just has a heart attack.
Snake gets on the phone. He goes, HQ, someone's going on. I just saw a man die right before my eyes. Oh, God. Naomi and the Colonel say,
It looks like some sort of heart attack.
now, Snake is very suspicious of this, because what the fuck, what kind of weird timing is that? So Snake goes, Colonel, are you hiding something from me? And the Colonel says,
No, but this op is security level red, meaning you need the highest security clearance to access the complete file. I can't even access the complete file, and I'm running the mission.
oh my God, I need to go find Baker right now. But before I go get him, ad time.
Ad time.
It's
All right,
me,
ad time.
Nord Snake. I'm here to save everyone.
Indian folk holiday.
Subscribe to Nord. Subscribe to Nord. Chief, I found you
It's the-
just in
the
time.
sound effects
Nord
of the
has a
cracking
seasonal
necks,
sale
that's
going
legit in
on
the
right
game.
now.
That's so generous.
That's right. Nord has a huge deal on a 2-year plan at the moment.
The savings, they're too good.
Plus
Oh my
4
God! They're
bonus
using a
months.
dying man.
A woman? That woman?
It's 2022, and women are now allowed to use NordVPN.
Nice. Yay! That's great.
Mei-Ling, is this line secure?
Oh, of course it is, Snake. I'm patching in through Starbucks public Wi-Fi.
No, Mei-Ling, no. It's Christmas. Go to nordvpn.com/story mode. Look, it's too
It's
late for
so
you to mail
wonderful.
anything to anyone. You missed out. NordVPN.com/story mode for a huge deal on a 2-year plan, plus 4 bonus months. It's way better than a pair of socks delivered in January. Add over. Now, Snake is trapped in the prison cell. Suddenly, he hears footsteps outside and also the sound of someone fighting. And then suddenly, the door unlocks. What the fuck? What is going on here? Snake walks outside and he sees... Remember that guard from earlier that he waved away? Well, he is now nude. And also pixelated. Then suddenly, to his right, a gun is pointed directly at Snake's head. And the person holding the gun says, "So you killed the chief. How could you?
That's the woman?
I loved him like a chief." Snake then turns around and he goes, "Is this the first time you've ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hand's shaking." Snake then pulls out his gun and points it back. And Snake says, "I can tell you're a rookie. You've got rookie eyes."
Got rookie eyes.
If I ever saw them.
Oh, he was serious. Oh, okay. I that was a joke, but he did say you got rookie eyes.
Tell you're a rookie. You've got rookie eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. Okay, so basically what's happened is there was a lady in that cell, right? She tricked the guard into opening her door, and then she beat him up, stole his clothes, is now
To his
dressed as a
drawers,
guard.
though? Like, she took all his clothes, like, down to the underwear and everything. She got in the man's drawers, okay? Fine. Socks, drawers, underwear, all of it.
And then she then went to unlock the door for the DARPA chief, but he was dead. And she's gone, "Oh my god, you killed the DARPA chief." But we know he didn't. All of a sudden, the door opens and a whole bunch of real guards come in. Uh-oh. Snake and the guard, they get into a firefight. And in this moment, the lady kills for the first time. And then the lady in the guard's outfit tries to run away.
This is why I f***ing hate video games.
Then, as he's...
Oh my god.
Staring at the back of Meryl's ass, he has a scene transition.
Wow.
We then see a cutscene. Now there's a group of men surrounding a man who's strapped to a table.
Hold on, just the ass made him think of this? Okay.
It's as though this man has been tortured to death. And one of them says to the other, "You killed him, didn't you?" Right, so that person who just said you've killed him is Liquid Snake.
Okay.
This guy, his name is Psycho Mantis. This guy, his name is Revolver Ocelot. So these three are the elite members of Foxhound, right?
Okay.
3 out of 6. So Liquid is chastising Revolver Ocelot. He's saying, "You killed him. You tortured him too much, and he died." We don't know who he has tortured at this point. And Psycho Mantis says, "Shh, yup, good job, Revolver. Shh. Also, that guy that we tortured to death, I couldn't get through his mental shielding. It was too powerful, so I couldn't get any answers
Oh, you're the
either.
one who reads the mind.
So Psycho Mantis really is psychic. He can really tell if you hold fingers behind your back, he'll know how many.
Okay.
Now, Liquid Snake is about to get really, really cross, but Psycho Mantis says, "Shh, listen, I've got another way to get the information that we need. Just follow my lead."
Are you not entertained?
Is that koala high?
I don't want to see this stupid ass movie. Wait a minute, house party? We already had a house party. Never mind. You know what? Don't do it. Don't be old. Don't do it.
Then suddenly we
Mind
get
your
out
business.
of the cutscene. Now, the lady is running and running. Now, the lady is running and running, and she gets into the elevator, and Snake tries to chase her, but she turns around and she shoots her farmer. He has to dodge out of the way, and it looks wicked sick cool. Look at this. And she goes, "Yeah, victory." And then she catches the elevator. Suddenly, a floating man shows up.
Oh, you were in the... Oh my god, I don't remember which one. No, it was a child. It was a floating child in one of them. There was a child, I think, floating. And I can't remember which Metal Gear it was, but it was floating. It was coming out the hospital, and they were floating, and it did all the floating stuff and the fire and stuff. He was the child, same person. He was the child. So they went backwards? Holy fuck. What? Okay, it was a prequel. Oh, okay. Hey, I know a little something. All right.
What the heck is going on, elevator? Suddenly, a floating man shows up. What the heck is going on, Jeff?
It's Psycho Mantis.
That was Psycho Mantis. Just like that. Whoa. What?
Snake goes, "What the fuck is going on?" So, Snake calls up Naomi and he goes, Naomi, I'm starting to see stuff. What the hell?
Just continue on with your mission.
All right, I'll ignore it for now then. So, Snake catches the elevator down to basement level 2. And he's running around and he finds a secret room, but he breaks in and he finds, oh my God, it's Baker, and he smells delicious like fresh bread, but he's tied to a post. And he's just about to go, oh, what's up with all these cables? Let me untie you.
I'm kind of out of it, but don't touch the cables, because it's connected to a heap of C4, which I'm also connected to. If you pull these cables, I'll explode.
My God, would be toast. Get it, Baker? Get it? Suddenly, Revolver Ocelot walks into the room. So he's spinning his gun and he's showing off his sick moves. And Revolver Ocelot goes,
howdy, partner. I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man lives up to the legend.
I've also been waiting for you, Revolver Ocelot. I want to see if you live up to your legend, actually. So anyway, they fight. He keeps running around and stuff. It's actually kind of an annoying fight, to be honest. But just as you're about to defeat Ocelot, he turns around and he goes,
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss.
He's saying, you've got the codename Snake, Liquid Snake has the codename Snake, you must be a pretty good fighter. But I shall still win the day, Lamau.
It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up.
But he is not just getting warmed up, because suddenly his hand explodes off of the wrist, and the Arms Tech president is cut from the ropes and he falls to the ground. The C4 goes off, and Revolver Ocelot is sent flying into the wall with the force of the explosion. And then we see there is a man walking around in stealth, and he used a sword to do all that business. Oh my God. Revolver Ocelot picks up his fucking hand. I know you. You're supposed to be dead. This is some bullshit. I'm getting out of here, he says as he's running away.
Who are you?
I like you.
I like you. I have no name. Who are
Actually,
you?
my name's Solid Snake, aka David. And then the robot man goes, gay. And then he starts like having a seizure or something. He's getting electricity. He then feels for some reason that he has to run away. And so he runs off. He does a whole bunch of cool flips and shit. And Snake goes, that's pretty strange. I wish someone would tell me what the fuck's going on. There really is quite a lot of mysteries happening at once. So Snake picks Baker up and Snake asks about the code for the warhead. And Baker says,
I already told them the code.
Oh, Baker, why would you do that?
I tried not to tell them.
You read your mind?
I put up a fight. I even managed to resist Psycho Mantis's psychic abilities. He couldn't read my mind. No way, Jose.
Wait a minute. How were you able to resist Psycho Mantis?
Because of the surgical implants in my brain, obviously.
Duh.
Right, okay.
Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it in their brain.
Wait a minute. And he's thinking.
The other guy.
Even the DARPA chief?
Yes. The DARPA chief definitely had one.
What the heck, thinks Snake? Because remember earlier, he just said Psycho Mantis used his mind probe powers, right? Confused?
Yes.
What a mystery, fellas. Snake then says, then how did they get your code, Baker, if they can't read your mind?
They never taught me how to resist physical torture, just emotional and mental.
So Baker was there in the room,
gotcha.
and Psycho Mantis goes, I can tell you've got 3 fingers held up. And he goes, nope, wrong. And oh, shit, okay, we'll try emotional.
Tell because your fingers are so fat.
That's still not gonna work.
I just couldn't tell because your fingers are so fat.
That's still not gonna work. The emotional stuff don't work on me.
Well, we don't actually want the password.
Ah, that's reverse psychology. I've seen mental torture before. That ain't gonna work on me neither.
Well, how about this cattle prod?
Oh, all right, I give in. So, Revolver Ocelot tortured Baker. That's right. That broken arm is not just from a skateboarding accident. It was part of the torture. Now, Baker then asks,
Snake, tell me about the DARPA chief.
Snake says, sorry, Baker. The DARPA chief is dead.
Is he
Not my best friend, the DARPA chief.
This makes Baker very upset. He starts yelling at Snake.
I hate you, Snake. You killed him, didn't you? You took my best friend in the world from me. I'll get you.
Baker. You don't understand. I didn't kill him.
I don't believe you.
I didn't kill the DARPA chief.
He didn't kill you. He just came in there to save you. So if you killed your homeboy, wouldn't he kill you too? Make it make sense. You're emotional right now. Stop it.
He seems to have died from a heart attack.
A heart attack?
Snake says, Baker, I need you to tell me about the card keys.
I don't have them anymore, Snake. I gave them to a new female recruit. There's a whole bunch of guards here, Snake. But this guard, the female guard, refused to take part in the rebellion when that happened. So she was thrown in the prison.
Wait a minute, could that be that woman that was wearing the guard's uniform? That woman is Meryl? Also, that woman who is Meryl is the Colonel's niece?
I don't know, Snake, but she managed to escape.
I was in contact with her over the codec before she was captured. Snake, you can contact her on the codec, but I can't remember the frequency. Oh, what is it? Oh, that's right. It's written on the back of the box.
Okay, so they had this interesting fourth wall moment. On the back of the Metal Gear Solid case, there are a whole bunch of previews of the game, right? And you go, oh yes, I want to buy this. One of them is the codec, and you can see 140.15.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember this shit. Yeah, it caused me all sorts of grief when I was a kid because I did not have the case. I used to throw the cases away, and then I would throw them in a slip disc. You know, this tended to be like pre-internet days, or at least used to have really spotty internet. So I was stuck. Now, Snake says, all right, I'll try to contact her, but what do I do if it doesn't work?
You will need to find Hal Emmerich. Emmerich is the team leader of the Metal Gear Rex program.
What?
If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launch, it's Emmerich.
Moral and trash. I threw away the CD cases. Well, not the DVD cases, but the CD. No. Yeah, the box part. Okay, if it came in that box and then it came in the CD case, like the box will get thrown away, but the CD case will get there, and the CD will be put in the cases of with the other CDs. But never kept the box. You know how the DVDs used to have the box, and then it was the DVD case, and then a DVD, that kind of thing.
I don't need this. Don't give me this. You just wasting fucking trees and shit. What the fuck do... I only meant to throw the first one.
Everything's digital now, so it don't really matter.
But
he's probably being held captive at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Oh my god. So, Snake then says, why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Snake, let me give you a little history lesson. The threat of nuclear war, it's not gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been.
Alright, we ain't sitting through all that.
It's greater than its threat of nuclear war. Oh, it's not gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been.
Alright, we ain't sitting through all this. Basically, he learns that there's a bunch of nuclear waste that is not being held very securely, and blah, 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 blah.
In order to maintain our American policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
So the plan is to basically just put a nuke on a walking robot mech suit type thing?
Yes.
My god, it's overwhelming. Wait a minute, haven't we basically already got these anyway with intercontinental ballistic missiles and also nukes from submarines that can go pretty much anywhere?
No.
In fact, I think a submarine is actually more useful because you can't really attack the submarine.
Stop attacking my life's work, Snake.
So Snake says, you mean Metal Gear?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
We push to have Metal Gear developed as a black project. There are secret projects everywhere that are paid for by the Pentagon's black budget.
These black projects avoid a lot of red tape, and no one can bother you.
Boy, this is a lot of exposition in a very short period of time. I'm going off. I gotta find a new lady friend. And then Baker gives Snake an optical disc.
Here you go. It's the only remaining copy of the data from the Metal Gear prototype, so don't lose it.
Okay, thanks. I'll put it in my wallet.
Cheers. I hid it from Revolver while he was torturing me. It was so easy. I just put it in my back pocket, and then I just got electrocuted a little bit.
You shelved it? Have you at least washed it first?
There's no time for that, Snake.
I'm not even wearing gloves.
Snake, take my level 2 card. It'll open more doors than that one Donald gave you.
Before I go, I just want to bring up one more mysterious thing. Who was that ninja?
That is Foxhound's dark little secret. Ooh. It's an experimental soldier.
Whoa.
Snake, you should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter. She knows more about that than I do.
Okay, that sounds great. Anyway,
so many people.
I'm going now. It was a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Baker. And he stretches out his hand to shake it, and then...
He dies?
Baker starts having a heart attack.
Oh my god.
What did you do to me? Oh, no, it can't be.
Giving people heart attacks?
Those Pentagon bastards. They're just using you for...
Are they killing this? Is the team...
Baker dies from a heart attack.
What? Wait, they want him to have the okay, I don't know who's causing these heart attacks, but do they want him to have the information before they kill him off? Because this timing of this guy and the other guy dying is too much. What the hell's happening? Oh my god.
The hell?
Yeah, what's going on? Chapter 3. Okay.
Oh, I got bad news. I just met this really cool guy, but he's dead. His name's Baker.
It looks like another heart attack. There are a lot of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses, so I won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy though, if it was like faked or not.
And he just took his booster shot as well. Coincidence? Snake then asks Naomi, what do you know about this exoskeleton ninja man? Whereabouts is Fortnite Ninja from? I need to know where Ninja Blevins is headed. Is he a part of Foxhound?
I don't know anything about that. There's no one like that in my unit.
You don't know anything about a ninja?
Not at this point, I don't.
You've never heard of Ninja Blevins Fortnite.
Fuck you say to me, you little shit!
Anyway, I gotta go, I got another call. Snake then goes to the back of the disc, and he called Meryl. She picks up and she says, hey Snake, it's me, Pixel Man. I hope you're enjoying Metal Gear Nord. Have you heard that VPNs can help you watch international catalog stuff? That's right, just go to nordvpn.com/story mode. Oh no, I'm having a heart attack. Here's Meryl.
Nice.
Hello, my name is Snake. I am a Pisces. I am 36 years old, and I've got a tier 3 sub for Ninja Blevins. And Meryl is swept off her feet immediately, and she says,
Oh, sorry about before, Snake. I didn't know if you were one of the good guys.
Listen up, Meryl. Of course I'm one of the good guys. And also, I know that you are one of the good guys. I could see it in your eyes. You've got green rookie eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And
Name. God damn. Don't flirt with him.
I'm not going to... Oh, King Helen.
Goodness gracious.
they're rookie's eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Meryl's like,
Oh, Snake, oh. I'm swept off my feet. By the way, Snake, can I just say, you and the terrorist Liquid Snake share a striking resemblance. It's very hot.
You're telling me I look just like the leader of the terrorists?
Yes, and I like it.
That's so strange. What another mystery to find out about and such. Look at this. I've got the key card. And Snake goes, it's a miracle you've still got them. And Meryl says,
Well, women have more hiding places than men.
are you talking about your vagina?
I'll leave that up to your interpretation, Snake.
I think she's talking about her vagina. All right, sorry.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Let's move on. Let's just move on. Let's not make this weird and awkward because I am. Oh my god.
Snake is off to find Dr. Emmerich. Turns out Dr. Emmerich is not actually in this building. He needs to go outside of this one, through the snow, and into the entrance of the other building, right? But to do that, Snake, you'll have to go through a bunch of lasers. They go up and down, and if they go off, the guards will be alert.
Oh, that sounds
So to see the lasers, Snake takes out his cigarettes, and Camel goes, what the hell did you get those? We strip searched you when you started the mission. And Snake goes, well, I hid them in my stomach.
Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
So he swallowed a packet of cigarettes and then he threw it up to smoke later. He's got a terrible addiction. You go, okay, cool.
Wow,
and then Snake has a cigarette and he goes, yeah, that is cool. Or, you could just use the infrared goggles. He makes it outside the building and into the snow. Now, as he's walking along, suddenly he gets a call, and it's from an unknown number.
He gets a lot of calls.
Who are you?
My name, it's Deep Throat.
Deep Throat?
You need to use a mine detector to traverse the snow and avoid the mines, because there's mines all over the place here. Also, Snake, there's a tank right in front of where you're standing, and it's waiting to ambush you, so, be careful about that.
Oh, okay. Now, you don't actually have to do anything about the mines. All you do is crawl around on your belly and the mines can't go off. So, Snake crawls forward and then, tank time. There is a man, his name is Vulcan Raven, and he pops up and he goes, "Oh, it's nice to see you, Snake, but
snakes don't belong in Alaska.
It's only bears and incest."
By the way, Vulcan Raven is part of Foxhound, so this is member 4 of 6, for those of you keeping track at home.
So the fight is on between Vulcan Raven in his tank versus Solid Snake in his shoes.
Oh my fucking god.
This shit, that flip was like, oh fuck, all I want to do is be able to do that. So Snake and this tank are running around the map. Snake is throwing grenades and he's trying to get them into the mouth hole at the top of the tank. Oh, and one gets in there. Gobble, gobble, gobble. No, wait. The tank explodes and a man is thrown up from there.
That's not the same man in there? What the hell? That's a different man.
Snake is then very proudy. He walks over to the next building and he goes inside. Haha. But what he doesn't know is that Vulcan Raven actually survived. Somehow. He pops out of the top of the tank and he takes a phone call. "Well, boss, he got away. Instead of chasing him down, I'm going to just hang out in the burnt tank." And Vulcan Raven swears that he will fight Snake again and this time win.
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
Snake enters the facility where they keep all the nuclear waste. Time to use stealth and sneakery.
It's not a lot of gameplay.
So he jumps into his signature box and he starts wandering around the room.
In the box.
A box. They turned my boy into a box. Snake then makes his way to the elevator and he goes, "B2, please." He goes down there and just as the door opens, he... That ain't good.
Raven again? Oh.
Blood and carnage all over the place.
Ooh.
My God, what has happened here? So Snake rounds the corner and he sees it's the Cyborg Ninja once again. He's holding a man in the air with his sword.
Oh.
A katana, in fact. And then he leaves through a door, which is not so unusual. Snake follows quickly and he runs in. He sees the invisible man walking towards Hal Emmerich. He's the scientist behind Metal Gear. The ninja keeps getting closer and Dr. Emmerich's like, please don't kill me. I love anime.
What's with these guys? It's like one of my Japanese animes.
So anyway, then he starts just pissing himself. Which is not a good thing to do in the cold winters of Alaska. But he is eccentric, it's kind of his thing. What's the deal? Everything on the battlefield is distinguished by either good guys or bad guys. I don't know which one you are.
Neither enemy nor friend. I am back from a world where such words are meaningless.
I'm just a humble cyborg ninja trying to make his way in this great big world of Zanzibar. Oh my God. So the scientist jumps in his locker, and Snake and the cyborg must punch to death. Then Snake wins. Yay! But before I run away again, I have to ask, do you remember me, Snake? It can't be. You were killed in Zanzibar. We're just going to spoil it. So that is a man named Grey Fox, a.k.a. Frank Yeager. Then all of a sudden, the Cyborg Ninja starts spazzing out.
Are we supposed to know this?
I know who it is behind that suit. It's Michael J. Fox. No. He starts screaming, the maddest.
No, leave him alone. He's going through enough already.
I need my topical cream. The Cyborg Ninja starts smashing his head into the ground. It's itchy. And then he sprints out of the room. What the hell is going on? Ring, ring. Colonel, what's going on? That was Grey Fox.
I don't believe you, Snake. There's no way that could be him, Snake. He died in Zanzibar.
And then Naomi jumps into the call and goes, I was certain he was dead. What a surprise twist of events. Listen, before I joined the super secret CIA medical team or whatever, I heard rumors about a man who had experiments run on him. That soldier was Grey Fox. They took him from the battlefield of Zanzibar, and he was dead at the time, but they revived him, and they kept him drugged up. And then they did all sorts of experiments on him, Snake.
Hey.
It was terrible. They'd have this maze. There was cheese in the middle. Oh my God, that's terrible. No, wait, I've got more. And then they'd do this other thing where they dropped food on the floor, and then they'd go 1, 2, 3, and he would test to see if it was safe to eat. They got up to 5, 6, 7 seconds, Snake. He was the original tester of the 5-second rule.
My goodness gracious.
By the way, bit of an insert. These soldiers are all called genome soldiers. Why is that, Mr. Branson? Are their names all genome?
No, Mark, it's a little bit more complicated than that. So all of the soldiers at this base have undergone genome therapy. This makes them stronger and better at being soldiers and stuff.
Snake hangs up the call and goes, I gotta go talk to this scientist that's still peeing in the closet. So he opens the closet dramatically, and this is Dr. Emmerich. Now, the problem is his legs are all wet, and as he walks around, it makes a squidging noise. Snake says, what do you know about Metal Gear?
Metal Gear? Yeah. I worked on that. But it was only ever meant to be for, like, defensive purposes, and I had no idea that they were going to use it to, like, attack people.
Okay, are you telling me that you built the Metal Gear, but then someone else was building the weapons off to the side, and you didn't know that they were gonna combine the two like a Lego Bionicle with the weapon in his hand? You just thought it was gonna be the Bionicle on its own?
Yes, that is what I thought.
Yeah, but how would you know what kind of stability it would need? For example, when you fired a missile from it, wouldn't you have to know what sort of specs so that it didn't just barrel over backwards?
These are great questions, Snake.
Also, how would you need to know, for example, doesn't the Metal Gear have a railgun on it? Where's the power for that thing? Surely it's coming from the machine itself.
Look, okay, I did not that it was just not that it was gonna fire nuclear missiles.
Okay, I understand. That's satisfactory, thank you. Lamau, this whole situation's pretty fucked up. Lol, even. And then Emmerich says,
oh my God, Snake,
you're
so right. I can't handle this anymore. Why is my research being used for this? I feel like such a fool. And then he starts crying.
And Snake's just there with a Pepsi and he's going, get a hold of yourself. You think in the fields of Zanzibar we were crying about making nuclear weapons or something? But you know what, Dr. Emmerich? Love is a battlefield. And I love you, Dr. Emmerich. Snake then asks the pertinent question, where are they keeping Metal Gear Rex?
Rex is in the underground maintenance base north of the communications tower.
Okay. Why don't you go hide and I'll make my way over to Rex. Okay. Have a great time. See you later, he says as he starts leaving the room prematurely. But then Emmerich says,
sure, no worries, I'll hide. Also, check it out. I have stealth camouflage, just like Cyborg Ninja.
Wait a minute, that's really neat, but wouldn't it make way more sense if you gave me the stealth camouflage and you continued to hang out in the piss locker? Because I don't really need you to run about the map, but I have to run about the map, you see.
Well, you see, I've already got piss all over this stealth camouflage, so you probably don't want it.
I see. You can keep the stealth camouflage. All right, I'll call you when I get to wherever, get to Metal Gear Rex or something, I don't know. And then he goes, but first, I gotta call my girlfriend. Hi, Meryl. How you doing? And she goes, I'm going really good, Snake. But, suddenly, Meryl gets ambushed while on the call.
There she is! Over there! Oh no! Damn, they've spotted me!
And Emmerich goes, quick, Snake, take this level 4 card. Right, at this point, naturally, Snake thinks, you've given a lot of exposition, so it's about time you die of a heart attack, right?
Each person has
you're
a
not
card
in
for
any
each
pain,
level.
are you?
What's wrong? Getting all friendly all of a sudden.
No, nothing. I'm glad you're okay.
Also, you should call me Otacon from now on. And then Snake goes, what? Why? Well, you see, it's a portmanteau of Otaku convention. And Snake continues to stare incredulously.
Fucking nerd!
You see, Otaku is a guy who likes Japanese animation. Glare. You know, when I started building robots, because I wanted to build great big ones like in my favorite anime. By this point, Snake's got his gun drawn and pointed directly at Emmerich's head. Anyway, so call me Otacon. Why don't you go find Meryl? There's not much time to kill me right now. You can do that later. Okay, alright, I'm out of here.
It's an interesting storyline. That's all I'm going to say so far.
And have less to worry
Is Meryl going to die? Are they going to hook up?
Open enrollment.
Do I know Meryl?
Is here for millions.
Is Meryl and other things? So many questions.
Meanwhile, on Paramount Mountain.
All right, let's do this roll call.
I like
It's
this
freezing
one.
up here.
Blase. Where you at,
Blaze.
Blase?
It's Blaze. I'm sorry. Blase.
And he goes back up one floor to B1 and he starts looking for soldiers that walk with a certain wiggle. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one.
Oh,
that one.
okay. All right. That's why you got
Just a box chasing a woman, don't worry about that.
Now, the funny thing is, you can, of course, get into a firefight or, sort of isolate these other soldiers, and you can kill Meryl.
Oh, really?
And if you do that, you can lose the game.
That makes a lot of sense.
The wiggly soldier then goes into the women's bathroom, which is a bit of a giveaway. But all the genome soldiers are male, so why would you use the females? But he follows her. We go into the bathroom. Now, if you go into the other bathroom, the other soldiers actually use the male bathroom as well. So you can run up behind them when they're using the urinal and you can strangle them, which is pretty funny. And
I like to do that around the office.
Anyway, Snake searches through all the stalls in the female bathroom, and then he finally gets to the last one, and there he sees a guard's uniform.
What the heck? Maybe she's inside the toilet.
Don't move. That's the second time I've been able to sneak up on the legendary Solid Snake.
You're Meryl? I had no idea you were so feminine.
This is no time to try and hit on me, Snake. When I joined up, they gave me psychotherapy. This is no time.
Wait, what did you say?
You're Meryl? I had no idea you were so feminine.
Is that what he said to her? And what's up with her nips show up? Are we still in the same video game?
This is no time to try and hit on me, Snake.
You were so feminine.
When I joined up, they gave me psychotherapy to destroy my interest in men.
They filled up my vagina with concrete. But here's the
Nay, man. Okay. All right. Whatever. Okay, sure.
They filled up my vagina with concrete. But here's the thing. Snake is such a rugged and handsome hero. Eventually, she's gonna come around.
What's that mark?
Huh? Oh, this? It's a paint tattoo. It's not real. I was a fan of Foxhound way back, when guys like you and my uncle were in it. None of that gene therapy like there is today. You guys were real heroes.
Okay, we didn't want to overcomplicate it, so we didn't mention it. But Snake used to be in Foxhound, but then everybody left. So these 6 new people, he doesn't know any of them, so we just didn't mention it. Foxhound used to be good. Okay. Now it's all bad. Yeah, I like the old Foxhound.
I'm not a hero. I'm just a man who's good at killing. I only know war. You know that book, War and Peace? For me, I scribbled out the last 2 words of the title.
And you fight for the people.
I've never fought for anyone but myself. I've got no purpose in life, no ultimate goal. You don't understand, Meryl. I fight for me. I fight for myself. I'm a mercenary. I have no goal. I'm completely nihilistic. I don't know why I fight. I don't know why I'm here right now. I don't know why I wake up in the morning. I hate myself. But most of all, I hate you, Meryl. Meryl, please. I can see your nipples right through your shirt. We're gonna have to mosaic this whole thing out. I also want one of those cool temporary tattoos. Have you got one? I'll put one on my face. Look at this now. It's hard for people to take me seriously, even though I'm a battlefield killing machine. Sometimes there's other things in the field, such as a tractor, or a plow, or this funny little channel in the field. But I'll tell you what's not in the field. Corn. Corny lines like this. Lines about having no purpose.
How did you recognize me in disguise?
I never forget a lady.
So there's something you like about me, huh?
Yeah.
You've got a great butt.
Oh, I see. First it's my eyes, now it's my butt. What's next?
On the battlefield, you never think about what's next.
You've got a rookie ass.
You got the car.
Straightforward, man. He's all about just telling it like it is. All right. That explains why we saw what we saw at the very beginning to now be able to find her later on. Makes sense. Riz. He got the Riz.
Card keys from Baker?
Card keys? You mean this?
Oh, that's where she kept them.
Where are the others? There should be 3 keys.
This is all I've got.
Where could the other 2 be?
Alright, so Meryl says she doesn't know. Anyway, she walks over to the mirror and she goes,
You know, I don't use makeup the way other women do. What? I hardly ever look at myself in the mirror. I've always despised that kind of woman. My father. He was killed in action when I was younger.
My father. He was always
Makeup?
the kind of woman to wear makeup.
This isn't a training exercise. Our lives are riding on this. There are no heroes or heroines. If you lose, you're worm food.
Anyway, I don't have time for this. You're really slowing me down on the battlefield right now.
Is that FAMAS functional?
Unfortunately, it's out of ammo.
So bring it with you and maybe you'll find more ammo later.
Where'd you get that Desert Eagle?
I found it in the armory. It's a .50 caliber Action Express. There was a SOCOM pistol too, but I chose this.
Huh, so I got a leftover, huh? Isn't that gun a little big for a girl?
Don't worry, I can handle it.
Come on, use my .45.
Listen, I've used a gun like this since I was 8 years old. I'm more comfortable with it than I am with a bra.
And Meryl pulls out a clip of ammo from her bra. Meryl then gives Snake
Meryl has everything in that bra.
a level 5 card.
Yep, there's the
got a holographic on it. So they head off. They need to get to the commander's room because they think they will find something there that will help them disarm the nuclear weapons or stop Metal Gear Rex or something. And then Meryl turns to Snake and she says,
Another cutscene?
There's no guard.
What happened to the music?
You know what, Jeff? I think this has all the hallmarks of some sort of trap. Now, this is where things get a bit weird. Snake's just about to open the door. Suddenly, Meryl has contracted the COVID, and she gets a headache all of a sudden.
Snake!
Meryl about to go?
My vaccine is not working,
Jeff,
Snake.
we can't, Jeff. So Meryl is screaming and she needs a couple of Tylenol, but she gets up and then all of a sudden her demeanor has changed.
Oh, you're getting the psycho.
Okay.
Psycho guy.
Let's go.
Oh, don't fall.
Did you also notice that her voice had changed?
Come on, Mr. Foxhound. The commander is waiting.
Just as they enter the room, Meryl suddenly starts acting all weird. She has another migraine, but this time something else is happening. She points her gun at Snake.
He's being
Meryl
controlled.
asks,
Mind control.
Hey, Snake.
Do you like me? Hold me, Snake.
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Do you like me? Will you hold me, Snake?
Oh, I do very much, Meryl. Come here, give me a big smoot. But behind Meryl is a man, and he seems to want to watch. It's ruining the whole mood for Snake.
You don't like girls?
Correct.
don't like
I like
girls?
men. Real men.
And some women, but none that have rookie eyes. So, Meryl has been confirmed to be under control of a man named Psycho Mantis. Now, Psycho Mantis has all sorts of telekinetic and telepathic powers. Very cool.
And remember, Psycho Mantis is the guy that read Donald Anderson's mind,
But
the
he had a
chief of
plate.
DARPA.
And
there.
he
How?
is controlling Meryl, but that means that we can't kill her, unfortunately. Anyway, long story short, Snake has to knock Meryl out, and then he has to fight Psycho Mantis. And so basically, he's like, look, I can do telekinesis, and he tells you,
I will show you my psychokinetic power. Put your controller on the floor.
Put your
and
controller
you do it,
on the
and then he
floor.
just runs the vibration function.
Oh,
and he pretends like he's doing it with his mind. It's so neat. This
Okay,
is
it's
like
cool.
back
Yeah, that's
in
cool.
1998, I think.
that's pretty
And
cool.
all this stuff just blew my mind. And then he also starts reading your memory card.
So, you like Suikoden? You like Castlevania, don't you? I see
That's
you enjoy
cool.
Konami games.
He also starts rating your gameplay.
You're a careless man, aren't you?
Anyway, you fight him, and he can fly around, and he can do stealth, and he's knocking things around the room. But if you try to shoot at him, he constantly dodges out of the way. And then he has all these cool, like, fake-out moments as well, where he pretends like your TV is changing its input.
I'm about to say, do we want to address the fact that instead of video, he writes Hideo?
After a while,
That's
you start
cool,
to get
right?
pretty
That's
fucked up.
cool.
You go, oh, shit, what do I do? So you call up the Colonel, right? And you go, oh, Colonel, I don't know how to fight this guy. And
pretty
Colonel
awesome.
goes, why don't you try unplugging the controller from slot 1 into slot
Yo.
2, which was a really fucking neat concept. And the idea is, because
works?
you're using the wrong controller slot, he can no longer predict your inputs on the controls. Anyway, so he does all that stuff, and then Mr. Mantis goes, what the heck? Fine, I know what I can do. And he wakes up Meryl, and he starts getting her to do this.
Stand right where he can see you and blow your brains out.
Oh!
But it's fine, you knock her out.
okay,
Anyway,
cool.
finally, you shoot him, and he goes flying. Now, Psycho Mantis, I reckon, was one of the coolest characters.
Yeah,
and he
that
had
is
a
pretty
pretty
cool.
good backstory, too. So we're about to find that out now. Now, you have defeated Psycho Mantis, and they take off his mask so he can talk properly.
Oh, gross.
Meryl's the best.
What's so gross?
Grody. Okay, so we finally get to see Psycho Mantis's face here. Right, he has had the top of his head cut off. And then he's had the top, like, kind of badly stitched back together. You know what would fix this? Instead of a big mask, cool bandana. And he decides, you know what, I'm going to help him after all. They're not so bad. And in fact, I'm kind of on Snake's side now. And Snake rightfully asks, yeah, why are you helping me?
But you are different. You're the same as us.
So Psycho Mantis goes on to explain that he would read, hundreds of people's minds, but deep down, all they really wanted to do was reproduce.
Every living thing on this planet exists to mindlessly pass on their DNA. And that's why there is war.
When he was a child, he read his father's mind, and his mum died in childbirth, and his father blamed him for it. Because he had such a large head, it destroyed her. And hence why he had to have this stitching. In order to get the baby out, they had to cut half of his head off, and then they had to reattach it later. And then he went full psycho mode, I guess, and he burnt down his whole village.
I read her mind as well. Meryl's? I saw you there.
Ooh, she likes you.
You have a large place in your heart. A large place?
Shut him up, Snake.
I have a last request. What is it? My mask. Put it back on.
Even at this late stage, he's worried about catching
I'll open the door for you. If you want to find your future.
Once you meet with
Oh,
a
goddamn.
expert,
Bane.
Go through that door.
So Psycho Mantis then dies, and they go, all right, we got a mission to do. Let's go, Meryl. And then Meryl goes,
I'm sorry.
Meryl?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I used public Wi-Fi. Oh, don't beat yourself up, Meryl. Just go to nordvpn.com/story mode. Keep yourself safe or whatever, even if you're browsing pornography at McDonald's. No, I'm sorry about going zombie mode and stuff before and pointing a gun at you.
How could I let Mantis control my mind like that?
Snake's just there like, oh my god, hand in front of his face.
If you're gonna doubt yourself, I'll leave you here.
Yeah, exactly. Tell her again, Snake.
I'll leave you here. Never doubt yourself. Just let it make you stronger. Learn something from it.
You're always right, Snake.
So Meryl goes, tell me, Snake, what's your name? I'd love to know it. Your real name, not your code name. And Snake goes,
A name means nothing on the battlefield.
There are no names on the battlefield.
How old are you?
Now, I'm going to predict he's going to say, old enough for the battlefield?
Old enough to know what death looks like.
Close it up.
That's what I'm going to put when like I go to the doctor's office and make me fill out those forms. So what's your name? There are no names on the battlefield. What's your age?
Old enough to know what death looks like.
Sex. There is no sex on the battlefield.
Do you smoke?
Yeah, I always keep a pack in my stomach. So they rush through the door. Now, when they rush through the door, they find themselves at a hallway. They are out now in the snow. And in these walkways, there are a whole bunch of wolves. So they fight their way through it. Now, at this point, they get to the big walkway. Ah, of course, the other building. Within this building, we will see the nuclear weapons. And we will see Metal Gear Rex. And it will be super neato. Then all of a sudden, cut to black. And then the camera opens up to... a targeted sniper rifle. Oh my god, what's happening? Meryl turns around. A laser. Oh no. Suddenly, those 3 packets of spicy Doritos are repeating on her. No,
He gets
Meryl.
killed?
Also, she has been shot by a sniper. And then she reaches out for her gun. I'm not going down that easy. But then the sniper shoots her hand too. And the sad music begins. And even in this moment, she decides to get all annoying and wistful. And she goes, I guess I never was built for the battlefield. I was a rookie all along. You know those rookie eyes? You're right. I've got 2 of them. And Snake says, don't say that, Meryl. I'm coming to help you. And Meryl says, no, don't do it, Snake.
It's the oldest trick in the book. The sniper's using me for bait to lure you out.
It's not the oldest, but it's one of them.
What's the oldest then, Zoc, huh?
The oldest trick in the book is when you take your thumb, leave one of these bad boys, and then they think, oh my god, his thumb's fallen off.
Right next to the stole your nose one. That's number 2.
Yes, that's right. And then I think number 3 is tying someone's shoelaces together.
That is good.
Number 4 is baiting someone with a sniper.
My gun! I can't reach it by myself. I promised. I wouldn't slow you down. I can still help. I want to help you.
How? 5 minutes later?
I was a fool. I wanted to be a soldier.
Shut the fuck up, Meryl. But then the colonel calls, and he's like, oh, my niece. In case we haven't mentioned it, Meryl is Campbell's niece.
Okay.
Colonel, take it easy. I'm gonna save Meryl no matter what it takes. Okay.
Turn
Thanks.
into a cyborg? Oh.
Hi.
Hi,
It's
Ryan
Ryan Reynolds.
You
I'm
and
here
your
in the
mitt.
North Pole to remind you the holidays are a...
Okay. She seems fine.
Naomi tells
gonna
you
do
all
that?
about who the sniper is, and
Did
you may
that
be
say Sniper Wolf?
Naomi tells you all about who the sniper is, and you may be surprised to know that it is in fact a woman. So you've got Sniper Wolf, and she is a super patient sniper. She can sit there for days, for hours, just waiting for her chance to strike. So Snake goes, well, how am I supposed to defeat her then? And they go, well, you're going to need some sort of sniper rifle. And he goes, oh, wait a minute. I know where I can find one of those. It's back at the old building. No, which means you have to run through the wolf bit again. And you get all the way back to the old... Anyway, we're going to skip over that, though. But by the time he gets back, Meryl is gone. Where is Meryl? Now, we've got our sniper rifle, and we are about to take out Sniper Wolf in a one-on-one duel to end all duels. There she is. Now, I remember this bit. You're walking up this corridor, and you're like, okay, I guess I've defeated Sniper Wolf, but it's very airy. It's like, where is everyone? Where's Meryl? What's going on? Now, it's at this point you're about to go through the door, and suddenly, ambush.
Ugh, they got me. Some rookie-eyed dazzlers got me,
says Snake.
It's hard to miss when you're this close. Toss your weapon over here.
Wait.
Fuck, it's Sniper Wolf.
Surely she's got to be cold. That is a hella low-cut shirt.
Well, she's from Russia, you see, so she's used to the cold. Oh, man, I remember, like, being a kid and seeing the Sniper Wolf lady and being like, oh, I think she's nice. So Sniper Wolf says, I am going to seduce you, and then I shall cut your face. And then I shall have one of my guards knock you unconscious. Good night, girl. And then the screen is all black, and they say,
Don't kill me yet. I'm a man. Leave it to me.
I want
no more accidents like that, don't you? Yes, he's my target. Mine.
Now, we wake up and we're looking at a hexagonal-shaped light thing. Oh, we are at the dentist. So the mysterious man who is talking says, well, I knew one day I would meet you, Snake. And also, my birthright, I was supposed to be the legendary Snake, and I hate you so much. And anyway, let me sort out those molars. Also, by the way, we need Big Boss's DNA. As was stated at the very beginning of the game, we need Big Boss's DNA. He's got the best DNA. Then, all of a sudden, the chair lifts. Do you regularly floss? Snake lies and says, of course.
There definitely is a resemblance, don't you think, little brother?
Little brother?
Or should I say, big brother? I'm not sure. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Family?
How's there a resemblance? You could put Psycho Mantis right next to him and say, there's a resemblance, don't you think?
All of these models look the same. It's 1996.
And Liquid Snake suddenly gets a phone call. Hello?
Really? Then what? Those idiots! All right, Raven. I'll be right there.
Imagine calling yourself Raven and then insisting other people also call you Raven. I'm gonna be,
I'm Sparrow. You can pick whoever you want.
I want to be Ice Pick. Liquid then takes the phone call,
Pick.
and then they say, the Americans are not responding to their demand. Liquid hangs up the phone, and he says, right, time to launch a nuke. And they go, really, right now? And he says, no, in 10 hours time. Oh, that's quite a ticking clock.
We launched the first one in 10 hours as planned.
Damn Americans.
Damn.
Looks like you read them wrong.
Something's funny.
I'll tell you what's funny. He's got no arm. Hey, Liquid, what about the Cyborg Ninja? You know, waving his stump around. And then Liquid Snake says,
I don't know who he is, but he's already killed 12 men.
Which is nothing compared to how many we've killed. Anyway, Ocelot says, how did he even get in? Did you leave the door unlocked again, Liquid? Now he's shaking the stump even more vigorously. And Liquid says, perhaps there is a spy among us. Hey, by the way, Ocelot, you like to interrogate people, right? Well, here you go. Oh, you guys talk about me? This seems bad.
What about you? Wanna stay for the show?
I'm not interested. It's time to feed the family.
Feed the family.
Did she just have a Mentos?
No more Mentos jokes, son. Stop.
What? When you're a sniper
We
and
can't
stuff.
keep doing the Mentos.
See you later, brother.
Oh, see you. Oh, it's always great to catch up with family. We should catch up again sometime soon. We shouldn't leave it this long between times. You know, you got my number? Then Sniper Wolf says, oh, hello, Snake. Oh, your lady friend, she's still alive, and she is still very sexy. I also have to go. Goodbye. I shall always think of you and nothing else.
What?
Once she picks a target, she doesn't think about anything else. Sometimes she even falls in love with them before she kills them.
That is why I walk into wall, and editor has to animate. Alright, so she leaves.
Finally, just the two of us. How are you feeling?
Nervous, to be honest.
Also, pretty cold.
Got a nice nap on this revolving bed of yours. Too bad I was sleeping alone.
Yeah, maybe I could have slept with your wife, Revolver Ocelot.
Oh my god, not Svetlana. Revolver Ocelot says, enough of this tomfoolery. It's time to begin the interrogation. And then it does. I will tell you,
my god.
You really do have to resist the pain, because I was like 8 and I was getting carpal tunnel from this fucking section. And if you give up, they'll decide to kill Meryl.
I gave in to my fear.
Alternate reality.
I gave in to my pain. I sold your life to save my own. I'm a loser.
I won't tell you what else will happen. Now, off we go.
Okay, let's get started.
I don't think you should have smoke coming off your body like that.
You know what I like to imagine? The voice actor in this moment.
You still okay?
Well, if you're really worried about my well-being, you wouldn't keep electrocuting me, Revolver.
You're the boss's brother, all right. Your brother, he's an amazing man. Who else could shoot down 2 F-16s with a Hind helicopter?
So, Snake gets dragged away to a cell. Now, in the cell, Snake makes a very interesting discovery.
Huh? Looks like I got a roommate.
What?
The DARPA chief?
Huh. What a mystery, Jeff.
Yeah, why did they bring his body here?
Good question. And also, why are there lacerations to the front of his body? And also, if he just died a couple of hours ago, then how come he's decomposing and covered in maggots?
Maybe we will find out.
fudge?
Maybe we won't.
Damn. I caught a cold.
She took my clothes.
In case you
Is
didn't
he
pick up
screaming
that
this?
reference. So remember when that guard gets knocked out and Meryl steals his clothes? That's the same guard.
That witch.
Oh.
She took my
Oh,
clothes.
okay.
And then because he was
I got a
cold
cold.
and naked for so long, he ended up catching a cold. So you go in for the next
Okay.
round of torture. Now, Revolver Ocelot says, listen, did
Yo,
you know
we are
that
Iran,
Liquid
yo."
Snake is friends with the head of the Spetsnaz? And Solid Snake goes, oh, really? That's pretty cool.
How'd you meet him?
Will you introduce me? And that guy at the head of the Spetsnaz says, I agree to buy this new Metal Gear, which full name is Metal Gear Rex. But let me make a deposit. It is a hind. Isn't it nice?
Remember that from the start of the game?
Yeah, suddenly it all sort of comes together. And then Snake goes, oh, you just doing it for the money. And then Ocelot says, no, I want Russia to be reborn.
That's a bit touchy in today's climate, but whatever.
The interrogation ends, and Snake is dragged back to his cell.
Oh my goodness.
And then all of a sudden he gets a call.
Snake, is there anything I can do?
Yeah, my arm hurts.
When he says, my arm hurts, what she does is she says,
Snake, put the controller up against your arm.
What?
and then they vibrate the controller.
Oh my
Doesn't really
goodness.
help.
Okay.
Just made me horny. What?
No, Snake, on your wrist. Don't put it on your ball, Snake. No, Snake. Now, Snake says, talk to me, Naomi. Tell me some stuff.
The little
And Naomi
details
says,
are kind of
okay,
cool,
I'll
though.
tell you some stuff.
Myself. That's not a happy topic for me.
Snake says, I don't have any family. I left my family on the battlefield.
I didn't have a real family either. Just a big brother who put me through school. We weren't even blood related, and he was much older than me.
Where is he?
He's dead.
Oh my god, Naomi.
Friends?
Frank Yeager.
What?
Big Boss's most trusted lieutenant, and the only member of Foxhound ever to receive the code name Fox. Gray Fox. I learned a lot from him.
But didn't you try to kill each other?
That's true. We did, in Zanzibar.
Remember, when they fought originally in Emmerich's office, Snake then realized at that point it was Grey Fox. And he calls the Colonel, and the Colonel doesn't believe him because Grey Fox should be dead.
Because he died in Zanzibar.
Yes, but they brought him back to do tests on him, the 5-second rule, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I guess I got into genetics because I wanted to figure out why I am the way I am.
So anyway, he ends the phone call, and then he calls Otacon, and he says, you gotta get me out of this jail cell. Naomi is so boring. I don't care about what she studied in college. And then he goes, all right, Snake, I'm on my way. Anyway.
Oh, my stomach!
This guy gets diarrhea, and he runs away, and then
my
Otacon
stomach,
shows up.
Wow, they even capture you. Hurry.
Mwah, mwah. Now, he gives you the tomato sauce, and he gives you a handkerchief.
It's a handkerchief.
Oh, act like your nose is bleeding?
She's only supposed to be thinking about Snake.
I was taking care of the dogs here. After the terrorists took over, they were planning to shoot all the dogs. But Sniper Wolf stopped them.
Snake says, shut up about Sniper Wolf, you idiot. They're gonna launch a nuke. I don't care that she likes dogs.
Oh, jeez. He's coming back. See you later.
Now, he has a ration, a handkerchief, and a bottle of ketchup. So what he does is he lies on the ground, and then he uses the bottle of ketchup, and it looks as though blood is spilling all over the floor. And he lays there and waits for the guard. Now, the guard races over, unlocks the door, and then all of a sudden, Snake springs into action.
All right.
He also grabs all his stuff. Now, when you get all your stuff back, there's actually an explosive in there. So you have to quickly throw it away. Otherwise, it goes off.
Really?
Yeah. All right. So Snake sneaks out of there. You got to get all the way back. All the way back.
Jesus.
That's where Meryl was shot. Oh my god, she also spilled her bottle of ketchup. Oh yeah, I forgot. They do this like flashback thing. Anyway, you remember Meryl, and it's very, very sad. Then Snake goes, oh man, I feel bad about stuff. I better tell the Colonel that his niece is dead. So,
I wasn't able to protect her. Snake, she's a soldier. She knows that prisoners are a part of war. She joined up of her own free will. I'm sure she was prepared for this.
No, you're wrong. Meryl thought she had to become
you
a
can
soldier.
hear the music change.
Thought it was the only way.
That's actually just me on the piano,
She
Jeff.
said she thought it would bring her closer to her dead father.
Thank you. Then all of a sudden, Miller shows up. It's me,
the master.
Sorry for eavesdropping, but I just couldn't listen anymore.
I just couldn't listen to this whining anymore.
Snake, you can have regrets if you want to. It's only natural. But you can't keep attacking yourself for things that happened in the past. That road leads to madness. Believe me.
Snake.
Speaking some facts, though.
Meryl. She's pretty special to you, huh?
She's the first woman soldier I've ever met.
Do you know if she has a BF?
Is that all? Come on.
This is like a police interrogation.
No,
I guess it's in the genes.
Genes? What are you talking about, Colonel?
No, I just remembered about Naomi's grandfather. I think Naomi said he rose as high as assistant.
Okay, important. I think someone said he rose as high as the assistant security in the FBI during Edgar Hoover's time. It's important. Just put it in the memory bank.
Secretary in the FBI during Edgar Hoover's time.
Is that right?
Yes. Yes, he was Japanese, and he became a special undercover investigator to nab the mafia.
He infiltrated some sort of underground group.
Oh my God.
456 of them there were, and they were all competing for a large sum of money.
Naomi, I thought you didn't have any family.
Oh, good question, Master.
Well, I researched it after I became an adopt.
Miller goes, hey, so, wait, who was your granddad again? He was a special undercover investigator, and he wanted to stop the mafia. Anyway, says Snake, that was a load of old boring rubbish, so I'm going here. And then the alarm goes off. Anyway, you fight your way to the top of the building. It's very exciting. Now, Snake heads to the roof, and when he makes it there, Liquid Snake suddenly then flies up to Snake and the helicopter. Liquid Snake says, it's time for some fratricide, brother. And then he starts firing more missiles all over the roof, which does absolutely nothing to its structural integrity, but ignore that. Ignore that. Snake then does a very cool action dive, and he jumps off the side, and you rappel down the side of the building.
Snake makes it down a few levels and back inside the facility.
He tries to take the elevator, but it's not working. Out of order.
He finds Otacon.
Oh, it's me, Snake.
Oh, you're just walking around invisible.
It's so good to see you.
Oh, listen up, Snake. I caught a ride over here on one of the guards' trucks, using this stealth camouflage. Fa-ding, fa-ding. Look, I'll press the button. Fa-ding. But Snake, I've just got to ask you one question. Fa-ding.
There are no questions on the battlefield.
It's just one quick question. Hey, Snake, do you think... Just let it play. Just let him say the stupid line.
I was wondering if even soldiers fall in love.
What are you trying to say?
I want to ask you, do you think love can bloom even on a battlefield?
I'm not
Love is a battlefield. Have you not heard the song?
You leave this house now!
Love is a battlefield, all right?
You can just forget about coming back!
Not into it, Otacon. The only thing that goes in here is cigarettes.
There's really a lot more on the line at the moment, Otacon. No, love does not bloom on the battlefield.
Love's gonna bloom on
That's not what you actually say.
Let's see what I say then.
Yeah, I do. I think at any time, any place, people can fall in love with each other.
This is a love story?
If you love someone, you have to be able to protect them.
I think so too.
You in love with Meryl?
I have a favor to ask.
He's like, oh, can you repair the surface elevator for me? It doesn't work. I'm gonna go destroy a helicopter. Oh, okay, awesome, says Otacon. And then he goes. Along the way, he picks up a Stinger missile. They call that one the Stinger. They don't let you use that one no more. Then he goes up to the roof. Snake then goes out and he confronts that Hind D. And it's time to have a showdown with Liquid Snake.
Are you ready now, my brother?
Why are you calling me brother? Who the hell are you?
I'm not your bro. And Liquid Snake says, well, actually...
I'm you! I'm your shadow!
What?
Ask the father...
Sorry.
I'm your shadow!
What?
Ask the father that you killed! I'll send you to hell to meet him!
What does that even
That's
mean?
my favorite subtle thing in the whole game. It's so funny. So we fight on the roof, and it's all very cool. Anyway, you fire enough missiles at the helicopter, one would do, but you know, you fire enough at the helicopter, and eventually...
Does he turn into Liquid Snake? Hey!
Once he is done killing his brother, perhaps...
That takes care of the cremation.
Oh shit, that takes care of the cremation. God damn.
Walmart
Yeah, I like
Plus.
Snake.
You leave this house now!
He calls up Otacon, and he goes, yeah, well, after you crashed the helicopter into the side of the building, it really, rattled the whole thing, and now it just works, I guess. So, bing, bing, bong. Now we wait for an elevator.
Right,
Snake
cool.
leaves the elevator, and he goes running outside. Then what happens, Jeff?
It reminds me of the what line from GTA. Oh, he look at his foot. Oh, sorry. Okay, a fight happens on the elevator, but it doesn't matter moving on. Oh, okay, cool.
Snake leaves the elevator, and he goes running outside. Then what happens, Jeff?
He is shot. Snake recovers,
Shot
and
again?
he calls Otacon.
Someone's been firing at me. Oh my god, it must be Sniper Wolf. But don't kill her, Snake, please. I love her.
Are you serious?
She's got, She's pretty. And then, all of a sudden, Sniper Wolf patches in somehow to their radio. And she goes, Snake, I've been looking at your online activities. Looks like you should have used NordVPN. That's why you can go to nordvpn.com/story mode. 2 years plus 4 bonus months.
I'm
But
pretty
also,
sure there's a rule
I'm
for
going
her.
to kill you. And Snake says, well, I'm going to kill you, Miss Wolf,
What's
if
the
that
rule
is
for
your
her?
real name. And then they start duking it out. Now, instead of a sniper rifle, Snake sometimes uses a Nikita missile.
He cops her in the leg with a missile.
I
Pulls
had
her leg
never
off?
used that. That is so funny to see. She never sees it coming. So, he has defeated Sniper Wolf, and Campbell calls up.
Sniper Wolf dead for real?
Colonel, listen to me. I found a parachute near the wreckage of the Hind.
A parachute? You don't think that Liquid survived?
Impossible. As soon as he jumped out of the pilot's seat, he'd be sliced up faster than an onion on an infomercial.
Watch. Just one slap. Salad.
So, they found a parachute. That means there's a good chance that Liquid Snake is still alive. Snake goes running over to Sniper Wolf. And then comes some of the best music in any video game.
See if you can recognize it from about every video in the last 6 months.
I am Longshot. You cannot save me. Please.
I'm assuming Resident Evil? 'Cause I don't play that one.
I am a Kurd.
Yep,
I always thought she was Russian. Never mind. Okay, so she's from this region in the Middle East.
Kurd. So that's why you're called Wolf.
I was born on the battlefield. Raised on the battlefield. Gunfire, sirens, and screams. They were my lullabies.
Mom, can you sing me a lullaby? Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
No problem.
The governments of the world turned a blind eye to our misery. But then
I get what you mean.
he appeared. My hero.
You mean Big Boss?
So, Big Boss was like a father figure to Sniper Wolf.
This is a very serious topic to be discussing with a mouthful of food, Zuck.
Well, look, it's a long recording. Solid asks her, hey, did you kill Meryl? And Miss Wolf says, no, I don't kill people who aren't my target, so she's alive.
Please. Set me free.
Okay, dokie.
Why?
Why? Oh.
I loved you.
Oh my god.
I loved you. You guys met this afternoon.
What is it?
My gun. Give it to me.
She's looking right in his direction, and she ignores him and goes, yes, my gun.
Okay, hero. Set me free.
Goodbye.
So Snake shoots her directly in the tip of her nose, and then he puts a handkerchief over her face and says, go on, Otacon, give her a kiss. Otacon goes, hey, you gave up your one and only handkerchief. How could you do that? You might need a handkerchief later. And Snake goes,
I don't have any more tears to shed.
Wait,
now,
he really
Otacon
talked.
is obviously mad at Snake for putting a bullet in his new girlfriend's face. However, he says, I still want to keep helping Snake. And Snake says, yeah, whatever. Okay, that's cool. And so then he leaves.
Snake! What was she fighting for?
None ya.
What am I fighting for?
Who knows?
What are you fighting for?
Who cares? I'll stop.
There's a nuclear bomb that's gonna go off in the next 12 hours. Snake steals his heart and carries on. He marches down the steps into the nuclear facility. Oh yeah, that confused the shit out of me when this first happened.
You just walked the wrong way. Is that the vibe?
Oh, this too. Yeah.
We
okay,
insert this too,
yeah.
and we make it into the underground facility. There is liquid metal
Ooh, lava.
all over the place. Now you sneak
Liquid
past
hot
all the
magma.
guards, and you make it into an elevator. Then something
Seriously,
interesting happens. Bunch of birds.
Ravens.
Or Raven! You can shoot these birds, and if you shoot enough of them, Colonel calls you, and he goes,
Snake, we're not paying you to be a scarecrow, you know.
Oh, things. Ravens are God's creatures too, Snake.
It's very funny. All of a sudden, it's a call from the Master. Interesting. What has he got to say?
Snake, I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter.
What about her?
Is this conversation secure?
Don't worry, nothing is secure. People are constantly jumping into my codec all the time.
What's up?
I was in the FBI too, you know.
I didn't know that. What's your point?
Dr. Hunter's story about her background, it was all a big lie. She might be a spy.
So the Master has revealed that he thinks that Naomi might be lying about her background. In fact, she's some sort of spy for the bad guys.
The head of the FBI at that time, Edgar Hoover, he was a well-known racist. Didn't Naomi say that her father was Japanese?
Yeah.
Well, back then, there wasn't a single Asian investigator. Also, in the 1950s, the undercover mafia sting operations hadn't even started yet. They first started in 1960, in Chicago, not New York.
Man, she got all her
Are you
facts
saying
wrong.
that Naomi might be behind it?
I don't know. Either that, or she's working with the terrorists.
Could it be?
Maybe.
If I find out anything, I'll call.
Keep an eye out. Now, below the foundry is Ice World. It's really cold down there. I don't know why.
It's Ice World. I'm
Remind
getting
you
a
the
lot of
holidays
icy
are a magical
ads here.
And he goes through the door, and then all of a sudden, wow, there sure are a lot of ravens here for a refrigerator.
Welcome, Cossack.
It's
This
him.
is the end of the road for you. Right, my friends?
Yeah.
Listen, they
It's the
agree.
pigeons from Home Alone, too.
You don't know, you can't speak Raven. I speak Raven.
You were the one in the M1 tank? Must have been a tight fit for a big boy like you.
Are you calling me fat? What are you trying to say?
Ravens say you are a true warrior.
Alright, so listen. Raven is all over the place. Constantly raving about nothing.
You live in Alaska too. You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics.
What? You see what I mean? He's just all over the place.
Must be a real threat in the muck duck eating contest.
Muck Tuck is like whale blubber.
But there is another event that I excel at.
What's it going to be, Jeff? What does he excel at?
Is it bird watching?
I would have said ring toss.
It is called the ear pull. It is an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold.
What?
It tests spiritual as well as physical strength.
So Raven basically
y'all
wants
gonna do that?
to show he's much tougher than Snake. So they fight it out,
Oh,
and
I thought it
Snake
was
wins
actually
mostly
ear
with
pull.
claymores, is what I remember doing.
Just as the boss said, it is my existence, which is no longer needed in this world.
That's so rude, especially for an employer to say. So anyway, there's Raven, and he is dying. And he goes, I want the birds to eat me, and once they eat me, I will be restored to the Mother Earth. I told you, he's a paranoid schizophrenic. And he goes, Snake, but before I die, take this
Key card?
security card. It'll get you anywhere you want to go. We'll be able to go all across the facility. You'll have a whale of a
Left
time,
key
Snake.
card.
I swear, they've got a pinball room downstairs. You'll love it.
What is up with the bad guys in this game just being like, well, I'm dying. Time to betray everything I worked for.
Yeah, like, if he just ate it right before he died, then it would be funny, because then Snake would have to, like, cut him open and reach inside him to get it. And it would just be, like, an awful experience. He'd be like, Lamau, I got the last laugh. Right, now this is where it gets really interesting. So, remember when the DARPA chief had a heart attack?
Yeah.
Well, Raven goes, yeah, you think that was the DARPA chief? Surprise, stupid!
That was not the DARPA chief.
What was that?
It was Decoy Octopus, a member of Foxhound.
What?
He was
What?
a master of disguise,
I'm thinking of the movie. Okay.
but he wasn't able to deceive the Angel of Death.
And you're
What
going,
the
who? What?
We didn't even meet him before he died.
Correct. Now, Decoy Octopus is
Decoy
one of the
Octopus.
members of Foxhound, and he is a master at taking other people's identities.
Okay,
He's
master
able
of
to
disguise,
copy all of their speech patterns and their look. This is getting stupid. But he even transfuses their blood and takes it into his own body.
I mean,
with
really
Raven now
dedicated
being
there.
dead, and we've just found out Decoy Octopus has been dead from the start of the game.
And so Raven is there, and he's saying things like, "You walk upon a mile of 1,000 corpses. There is no end to the thing.
Each step you take is paved with the corpses of your enemies. Their souls will haunt you forever."
Sounds super spooky. Now, the Ravens have eaten all of Raven's body, and all that is left is just the gun. So, he then goes, "I don't know who to talk to. There's only one person I trust. The Master." Now, the Master has something to reveal, and the Colonel is like, "Hey, what's going on here?" And he goes, "All right, well, you can hear it too. But listen, Naomi's not there, right?" And he's like, "No, Naomi's away. She's got diarrhea or something." And then he goes, "Okay, listen up."
I thought her story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out. And there is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one.
Oh.
The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle East. Our Naomi must have somehow obtained her identification papers.
So then who is she really?
She must be some kind of spy.
Oh my god, Naomi Hunter's not who we think she is. Oh god, what did she inject into me? Now at this point, as a player, you are very frustrated with the Ministry of Defense because they're not telling you anything near enough. Everything is super cryptic, and they managed to hire a spy. Plus their codex is shit because bad guys keep patching in.
Yes. Maybe she's been sent to sabotage this operation. Place her under arrest.
What?
She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out who she's with.
Oh my god, it's all coming to a head now.
Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her. Snake, give me some time. I don't have any time left for you.
So Snake's pretty mad at Campbell.
Oh my god, everybody's not who they say they are or something? What the hell?
Snake goes running off deeper into the base. And, oh my god, we are about to see it.
Oh, okay, we're about to see it, I think.
Let's do this roll.
That's Metal Gear Rex.
Okay. Metal Gear
Right,
Rex.
Snake carries on into the base, and then all of a sudden, Otacon calls, and he says, "Oh my god, Snake, they're almost finished getting Metal Gear Rex ready."
Well, yeah, I'm standing right in front of it, I can tell.
So Otacon says,
"All I can do now is use the override system that Baker told me about."
Snake says,
"But I only have one of the 3 keys, and Revolver Ocelot said there's some trick to actually using the keys."
And Otacon said, "Hey, you just leave it to me. I'm in the computer room. I'm a bit of a hacker, you see. I'll hack in there and I'll leak the new GTA 6. And then the call ends. Now, Snake makes his way to the top. Otacon then calls again. "Hey, I got into Baker's private files. Oh my god, there's so many nudes."
Of you too, Snake. I don't know where you got these.
I've saved them all on a little zip drive, and it's fine. But for now, I haven't found any override files. Now, Snake makes it just outside the control room, and here he can hear Revolver Ocelot and Liquid talking.
What are they saying, Zuck?
Well, Ocelot says,
"Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime."
And Liquid says,
"There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business."
Ocelot asks if he should set the coordinates for Cherniton, Russia. And Liquid Snake says, "No, change the target. Let's go to Lopnor, China." And Ocelot goes, "Oh, why?" Cherniton, Russia is a nuclear test site. If we nuke a nuclear test site, it could be concealed from the public. But if we nuke a major population center, it would be a big deal, and they might even put it on the news. That will mean that the president has to give us the stuff we want, which is the dead carcass of Big Boss and $1 billion.
You want $1 billion.
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well.
Cure?
Oh, what's wrong with the genome soldiers?
Ah, that's a big reveal for later. No spoilers.
Liquid also says, we need a fox dye vaccine in the demands. What the? You can't just change the deal? And also, what's fox dye?
That's also a reveal for later in the game.
By the way, fox dye is the thing that caused Decoy Octopus to have a heart attack and Kenneth Baker to also have a heart attack. Right, so to make it painfully clear, fox dye is some sort of virus that gives people heart attacks. Ocelot, let me ask you something else. Have you heard back from Sergei yet? You know, the head of the Russian Spetsnaz?
Well, I think Galukovic's having second thoughts about buying the Metal Gear. Although he did make that deposit. You know, the Hind D helicopter from earlier in the game. I think they still really want it. So, Liquid, you do intend to give him the Metal Gear, right? That's gonna give Russia such an advantage over the US.
Ha ha ha. Nope. I'm gonna do a psych, and I'm gonna keep it for myself. 'Cause I got big plans, Ocelot. Huge plans. I'm gonna take that money and Big Boss's remains. I'm going to start my own nation state. Yes.
Oh, that was Big Boss's dream. Are you trying to carry on his legacy?
I sure am, Ocelot. And what's more, I'm going to name this nation state Outer Heaven.
Outer Heaven?
That will be important in the later games, but not now. Oh, baby, do you know what that's worth? We'll call heaven a place on Earth. And we pan over to the doorway.
Ugh, I can't believe this. Big Boss was trying to make a stateless nation of warriors called Outer Heaven and take over the world, so I killed him. Back in Zanzibar. Now some dazzling new blonde-haired dazzler shows up and tries to do it all again. Ugh, I gotta stop him.
We're still talking.
Shut up, Snake.
Oh, what should we do about Meryl?
Right.
Oh, leave her for now. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares about her.
Ooh, how gay.
We can use her as leverage. She'll be our ace in the hole. Or toad in the hole, as we call it here in England. Suddenly, Ocelot sees Snake.
Oh, I cannot believe he was listening the whole time. He is a big spy. Shoot with gun.
Damn. The card?
Ocelot shoots the card right out of Snake's bloody hand, and it goes sailing over the balcony into the darkness below.
Wow.
Ah, Snake, time for you to die. Send
Just
in
had
the
it in your
genome soldier guards. So, Snake manages to fight off the guards, and then he manages to hide somewhere, so he has survived. But he is still kicking himself because he lost that key. Then Otacon calls Snake. Otacon says, hey, by the way, since we're doing exposition anyway, I know how to deactivate Metal Gear.
Oh, tell me about it.
The keys work like a switch, so...
You put them in, it turns it on. If it's already on, it turns it off.
But have you noticed that I only have one key? I need 3 keys, stupid.
Wait, no, that's the trick, Snake. You already have 3 cards, man. The card's made out of some special kind of alloy. Shape memory alloy.
That means that it changes shape depending on the temperature.
So that one key card you have is actually all 3.
Oh.
That card is really important, Snake. Do not lose it.
Okay, the card is very... Okay, that card...
So that card is really important, Snake. Do not
3
lose
things.
it. Whatever you do, don't lose it. Anyway, so Snake finds it pretty easily on the ground somewhere. And then you've got to change the key's shape. So you go over to the foundry and you heat it up. Then you come back, insert the key. Then you go down to the fridge and you cool it down. And then you go and you insert the key. And then you just hang out for a bit with it in your pants. And it heats up. And then you insert it. 3 out of 3, you did it, Snake. Master then calls Snake and he goes, hello, Snake, it is me, the Master. I've come to talk to you again about Naomi. I got big news. You see, I've got friends in high places. And they are talking about this new thing called Fox Dye.
I heard Liquid and Revolver Ocelot talking about it.
Yes, well, what it does is it targets people's DNA and then it makes them have a heart attack.
I think that's what killed Decoy Octopus / the DARPA chief, and I think that's what killed Kenneth Baker. And I'm starting to think that maybe Naomi was behind it. Say, Snake, Naomi didn't give you any sort of injection, did she?
Uh-oh.
Do you know what was in it?
I thought it was just nanomachines to keep me warm. There was some glitter in it. That's it. I'm going to the Colonel to make a big complaint.
Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages back towards the Alaskan base.
That's where I am.
I just don't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
I've got bigger shit to worry about than this right now. Can we move on?
Well, you may be infected, Snake. How's your heart? The only thing that's wrong with my heart, Master, is that it's swelling. Swelling and inflamed. Inflamed with swelling love for Meryl. And also shortness of breath and tingling in my fingers. Goodbye. And then the Colonel's like, all right, goodbye, bye. Okay, so the call ends. So Naomi has been arrested. She is in custody as we speak. But then she escapes. And then she steals a codec as she's running down the hallway. And she gets on the line to Snake. Mushy, mushy. Snake, I've got big news. Nord is doing a deal right now, and it gives you 4 bonus months. Simply go to nordvpn.com/story mode. And he goes, I hate you, Naomi. You're the worst, especially because you infected me with fox AIDS. And then Naomi goes, hold on a minute. Cue some sad music. Let me tell you some background. You see, it was the 80s. I was an orphan back in Rhodesia.
Rhodesia? That's now known as Zimbabwe.
Yes, the politics there have really gone uphill. Don't Google any of it. Anyway, I had a big brother. His name was Frank Yeager, a.k.a. Grey Fox, a.k.a. the Cyborg Ninja.
Okay.
And he died. You killed him, Snake, on the battlefield.
Oh, there's...
Which is why I put the fox die in you. We're repeating things. Anyway, later on, it was Big Boss who brought me to the United States. Remember? The guy who died, whose corpse everyone's after because his DNA is so great?
That's this DNA.
But I have never been able to shake my African accent. You may not have noticed. It is very subtle.
So from that point onwards, you vowed revenge and joined Foxhound?
Yes, and then I tried to get revenge on you. But then it turned out that my brother was not dead. Whoopsie doopsie.
Is Grey Fox here to kill me?
I do not think so. Grey Fox just wanted to fight you, Snake. He wanted a final battle with you.
Tell me something.
What you want to know?
I want to know about the fox die, Naomi. The thing you put into my blood.
All right. I'll tell you. Listen, Snake. I was not the one who made the decision to use fox dye. It was part of the operation. That's right, Snake. The people in charge of the mission, the Pentagon and CIA, the guys who killed JFK, they are the ones who want you infected. I just slightly altered it so that you were also included in the list of people who would die when they got in contact with the virus. You get it? So they had this virus, and it was supposed to infect all the Genome Soldiers, and Foxhound, and Kenneth Baker, but I just added you to that list. Also, one more big important thing. She didn't say anything, did she? She didn't reveal any information. What the? She told me that you guys did the fox die deliberately. No, Snake. I also have an African accent. No more joking around. I hate you, Colonel. You double-crossed me. I'm gonna die now. Listen, there's no time for all that. Snake, you need to stop Metal Gear, please. Anyway, I gotta go. The microwave just beeped and I got a hot pocket in there. Snake hangs up the call with Campbell.
Very, very sudden. Okay, no, I don't know.
Okay, back to game. Snake is back in the control room, and he walks up to the laptop, and he's got the emergency override metal-shaped alloy thing. Finally, time to stop the nuke and save the day. Number 1 hero, that's me. Here I go, pressing the button. Click.
Detonation code activated.
No, why?
What?
Uh-oh,
Activated?
big plot twist.
Oh,
so it turns out, right,
they set
when
you
we
up,
thought we were deactivating it, we were actually activating it.
Correct.
Oh no.
We have been
They
fooled.
use this guy
Suddenly.
for all their deeds.
Cheers, bro. Well, Snake, looks like you've just activated the nuke. Good job. This truly was one of my more devious traps.
Wow.
It looks like this little snake has crawled into my Gatorade bottle. Now it's time for Zuck to paraphrase 15 minutes worth of exposition. Is that okay with you, Zuck? That's fine by me. Thanks very much, Liquid. All right, let's go then. The DARPA chief was interrogated, and Psycho Mantis tried to read his mind, but he had
mental shielding.
Oh, shit, so it didn't work. So they tried torturing him normally, and
killed.
What happened then?
He died.
Whoops, said Ocelot. So they went, maybe Solid Snake will know something. So let's have a guy called Decoy Octopus pretend to be the DARPA chief, and he will get a bunch of critical information, including about the security override, and trick Snake into activating the nuke for us.
And it technically wasn't blackface when he did it.
But then, Decoy Octopus suffered a heart attack, which was not part of the plan, and that happened because Fox died. Yeah. Now we're ready to launch the nuke, Mr. Solid.
Oh my
goodness.
That's a big twist.
You planned this from the beginning?
Ring, ring. Suddenly the Colonel calls, and he goes,
Snake, that's not Master Miller. Campbell, You're too late. Master Miller's body was just discovered at his
Oh
home.
my God.
He's been dead for at least 3 days. Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
Y'all just not figuring this stuff out?
It's coming from inside the house.
What a twist. What a
That is a
twist.
twist.
Colonel, who have I been talking to?
Oh, listen, Snake, you've been talking to. Well, it was me, your brother.
What's his name?
And then she took down her ponytail and took off her glasses, and she was beautiful all along.
Liquid, how the...
Surprise! Says Liquid.
It's trap time.
The room suddenly seals, and it fills with poisonous gas.
Oh,
Snake
no.
is going to die. But then he calls up Otacon. He goes, Otacon, it smells real bad in here. Something's going on. And Otacon says,
Don't worry, Snake. I'll hack the doors and let you out. But this might take me a while.
So you gotta survive.
And done.
Oh.
crisis averted. Now, Snake walks back outside of the room, and he finds that Liquid Snake is shirtless there.
Hey, it's Dio.
And Snake says very dramatically, I can't believe you killed Mr. Miller.
My whole disguise was a ponytail and a pair of sunglasses.
Okay.
Snake, I don't think you two were that close.
Anyway, it's time for some exposition, brother.
I kind of just want to fight you so I can play the game.
Yes, so here's what happened. This was a plot all along by the Pentagon. They infected you with Foxdie 19. Then they sent you here to infect everyone. Then the plan was for everyone here to die, and then they would swoop in like a hawk or an eagle or a paraglider, and they would take the Metal Gear. This has all been a setup, Snake. You were successful in coming to contact with everyone here at the base. You've been drinking from the same cups and licking the same doorknobs, meaning that we have all been exposed to Foxdie. Snake says, they wouldn't do that. Shut up, Liquid. Ah, no, it's true. And let me tell you some other things you don't want to hear, Mr. Solid. We are related. Yes, brothers. That's why I keep calling you that.
Wait, are you saying that after all these years,
yes,
I have a brother?
Yes, we are twins.
But you're Luigi. You're Luigi.
And what's more, we are both the sons of Big Boss.
No, it's not true.
Yes, it is. He was Big Dad.
What the hell?
I don't really know what that means, Liquid, and it's a shame he's dead, but I'm so happy that I finally have a brother. Come here.
No, don't touch me. I hate you, and let me explain why. You see, Big Boss didn't just do it with a lady, old school style. He did it with a test tube. Yes, we are clones, Snake. But there's more to it than that. Here is the lemon-scented fetal twist. They separated out the recessive genes from the dominant genes. All right, think of a person much like a delicious, succulent cake. On the right, we have the cocoa, the butter, the sugar, all the best ingredients. Now, they are the dominant genes.
Okay.
Here, on the left, the flour, the baking soda, and an egg. Gross. These are the recessive genes. They gave you all the delicious genes, and I got the terrible ones.
So are you saying that I got all the dominant genes?
Yes, and that is why I hate you so much, Snake.
But you still need all of them to make a cake, Liquid.
Shut up. I'm but leftovers on the dirty, gravied plate of Big Boss's corpse.
Huh. What a strange metaphor.
Enough. I'm not wearing a shirt. Let's fight. But first, let me just hop in here. Liquid then jumps into his Metal Gear.
Oh, shit.
Your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon.
And then all of a sudden, Metal Gear kicks
gotta
into
fight
life
that thing?
and starts moving.
So the Metal Gear pretty much has impenetrable armor, and so Snake can't do anything to it. So he calls up Otacon, and he says, Otacon, what do? I can't scratch the thing.
Snake-kun, レーダーに Tatakaui Nah, I don't know. Otacon in English, please! Snake, you gotta destroy the radar dish!
So Snake shoots at it with the Stinger missile, but he can only do some damage, he can't quite destroy it.
Did that do it?
It did not. The Metal Gear kicks back into life and goes running at Snake, and there's very little time for Snake to get out of the way. He's gonna be killed, or he's gonna get shot up by the penis gun in between the two Rex legs. But then, all of a sudden...
What? Hurry! Get away!
Great Fox. The name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat.
The Metal Gear goes to put its foot straight down on Snake, but Grey Fox intervenes and holds it up with one arm. My God, he is strong.
So it is you.
You don't got time to talk.
You haven't aged well.
Oh my God.
Oh, come on now. I'm doing my best.
Oh, it was just a joke. I did.
Now, Liquid Snake rudely interrupts the conversation. And he lifts up the leg, and then he goes to smush Grey Fox. But then Grey Fox does a cool, wicked sick flip.
All right, okay.
And then he starts firing from his Mega Man arm.
Sure.
And he finishes destroying the radar dish. Now, in the meanwhile, Solid Snake has run behind a box, and Grey Fox meets him there, and he goes, listen, Snake, I want to die on the battlefield.
Listen, Fox, Naomi, she's pretty much killed me to avenge you. You could have just said something to her and we wouldn't be in this situation.
Listen, it is very complicated. You see, I killed both her parents, but then I could not kill her. I felt kind of bad. And so I adopted her. Please, Snake, you must tell her that I am the one who killed her parents. If you cannot stand a phone call, at least send her a text message. Suddenly, Liquid spots the two of them behind the box.
They're catching up.
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat.
I will show you why they call me Tips. No, I will get Metal Gear to stop moving. Grey Fox then runs out from behind the box. Alright, check out this shit. This was the coolest thing ever. Remember, this is on the PS1.
I'll stop it from moving! Fox!
And while he's in midair, Liquid Snake goes turn from machine gun to laser, and he fucking beams this guy's arm right off his body. And then he's just like, whatever, and he keeps fucking running. Now, he does this wicked sick flip, and he gets up to this ledge, and you think, oh my God, he's gonna start firing. But then, Liquid Snake, too quick. No! He gets absolutely slammed into this wall. And Liquid Snake is so fast, he already has a fucking speech prepared. He goes,
how strong is that exoskeleton of yours?
Grey Fox is being crushed to death, but he has just enough strength to fire from his hand cannon, and he destroys the radar tower on the Metal Gear. So, because the radar dish has been destroyed, Liquid Snake has to open up the face of the Metal Gear. That means it is now vulnerable to attack. Liquid then lets go of Cyborg Ninja's body. At that point, Grey Fox says, now, fire the Stinger missile. No, they don't let you use that no more. If you try to kill me now, you'll kill him too. Solid Snake is in a precarious moral situation. But then he remembers that he is on the battlefield. And on the battlefield, there is kill or be killed, live or love, laugh or dance like no one is watching. And he picks up the Stinger missile and he aims it at the Metal Gear mouth. Grey Fox gives his goodbye. Goodbye, Snake. Farewell. I hope you do good. Have a nice life. I will miss you. Snake, do not forget. Liquid Snake has had enough of this and he decides, fuck it, and he smushes Grey Fox. But he's still not dead. Snake, you must remember that we are not just soldiers, even though we are both soldiers.
Where did you get food from, Grey Fox?
Then the Metal Gear pulls back, everything goes blue filter, and Liquid says, smell you later.
Snake, farewell.
man. He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
It's anyone's fight to lose, so they have their ultimate showdown. There's lasers and they're running around and shit. He's still firing Stinger missiles up. Critical hit right in the penis cannon. Then it turns to a cutscene, and Liquid is just about to crush Solid Snake like he did Grey Fox.
Snake, I'll crush you into dust.
Then suddenly, random explosions start happening all across the Metal Gear. That was a load-bearing penis cannon. The Metal Gear falls down, defeated.
You sure? You sure? For real? Good. Still coming back from that one.
The force of the explosion throws Snake against the wall, kadoof, and he is knocked unconscious.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Snake regains consciousness, and he can see that the Metal Gear has been defeated.
Who's that?
And Liquid walks towards him.
Liquid has been bested, the Metal Gear is out of commission. He's also possibly infected with fox dye. So he walks over to Snake's half-unconscious body, and he begins monologuing. Ah, brother, I simply won't die until I can kill you.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
The thing is, I really want there to be lots of chaos and stuff, because we are born as warriors, and if there's lots of chaos, there's lots of wars, and then we have stuff to do. Yep. Otherwise, boring.
Oh, I don't want that kind of world though, Liquid. I want to live in the woods in Alaska.
Are you sure you're really on the right team?
Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you?
Yeah, I do have.
Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you.
Where? Where?
You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way. Created?
Yes, one more piece of exposition. In the year 1972, you probably don't remember, but you are inside a lady's womb. You were part of a plan to create the world's greatest soldier. We were created as clones of Big Boss. And more than that, they actually made 8 baby clones, but then they killed off the 6 weakest ones, leaving just you and me.
Boss babies?
We are literally the boss baby. But here's a twist, right? So, we're not Big Boss's only kids. Yeah, he's got more, a lot more. See those genome soldiers? Yes, the ones that you've been killing. Well, it turns out they were genome soldiers. Oh, no! Yes, you've been killing your relatives, your little baby brothers. And then Liquid says,
That's fucked up,
Look
man.
behind you.
No, the other way.
Oh!
Meryl! Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago.
How long was she?
Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
No, Snake. She was calling out Snake.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man
What did that say? Hold on, what?
She was calling out Snake.
Stupid woman.
Rude.
Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours.
Anyway, Snake, we're going to die soon. They're going to bomb the place. Nuke it. I don't believe you, Liquid.
They've arrived at a decision. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Snake calls the Colonel. What's happening, Colonel?
I got bad news, Snake.
You always do.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation.
He's gonna drop a nuclear bomb on us?
Yes, Snake. Lamau. But I'll do what I can to slow him down. I'm not gonna let you get bombed without a fight. But before I go, there's just one more thing I gotta tell you.
Oh my god!
Meryl was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
What?
Those bastards. I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life.
They said they would kill her, and that they would release my Colonel's 11 herbs and spices secret recipe. I had to do what I did. I'm sorry I was so shitty throughout the game, Mr. Snake. Then suddenly, we are interrupted by a new character.
Who?
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
Oh my god!
Houseman says,
no, he's under arrest and he's being charged with treason.
Bruh, you're gonna nuke a base in Alaska? How are you gonna cover that up?
We'll just say a terrorist did it. It worked for 9/11.
you'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
I thought you were gonna keep this one brief, to be honest, brother. I didn't think you were gonna take a bloody conference call. Are we going to fight to the death or not? Here, look. While you were distracted, I rigged a bomb to Meryl. And basically, if Meryl dies, the bomb goes off. And it's got, like, nuclear material on it. It's, anyway, you have to beat me in a fight in less than 3 minutes. Otherwise, you get it. It's a ticking clock. It's a plot thing. Cue the extreme music! Liquid and Solid. Two things that never go together. Who will win? They're running around. One does a judo chop, but the other one knows Krav Maga. I learned CQC back in Zanzibar. Yeah, well, I know Ubuntu. Then he punches Liquid one last time, and his health bar drops to 0.
Final chapter. Okay.
Snake runs over to Meryl and he holds her in his arms. Please, wake up. I love you.
Yes, I'm still alive, Snake. I've been calling your name, remember? Especially during all the interrogation and torture. I love you, Snake. We just met this morning, but I feel like we've got a connection. Also, come on, let's go, before they nuke the place. Bing, 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 bong.
It's Otacon.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy.
Otacon, is there a way out of here?
Yes, there's a tunnel out of here.
No.
Go down to the parking lot and grab one of the cars and drive straight out.
What are you gonna do, Otacon?
Otacon says, Snake, I've decided to stay.
The sniper?
No, Otacon, you gotta come with us. You're my closest friend.
Sorry, Chief. I was in love with the lady once. Her name was Sniper Wolf. Then you shot her through the tip of her nose, and and parts of her face exploded out the back of her head. So, because of that, I've decided to stay and be nuked.
Okay,
You know you can
I
always
understand
find
your
more,
reasons for
more
staying
people,
now.
You know,
That was
it's more
beautiful.
efficient to see.
Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go.
All right, Meryl, let's go.
So, Snake jumps down from the Metal Gear. Then Meryl does a backflip. And, catch me, Snake, catch me. And she lands right in Snake's arms. Pretty cool backflip after I got shot 4 times and tortured, right, Snake? Uh-oh, no time for sex. We're about to get nuclear exploded. So, they rush down to the parking garage. They jump in the car, and, Meryl jumps in the driver's seat. All right. And they start heading for the surface. Meryl, you've still got the bloody handbrake on. Come on now.
Sorry, Snake.
Anyway, Solid Snake has no time for all that. He starts firing wildly from the machine gun at the top. He's got to get through the guards. He's got to get away from the impending nuclear explosion, which is going to happen in T-minus 10
I didn't realize
minutes.
that. Up there.
They're gonna
Okay.
make it. But then, oh my God, Are those headlights coming up from behind us?
Oh my god!
It's not over yet!
Liquid isn't dead after all. Oh my god. Snake opens fire on Liquid.
God.
It's a fun driving and gunning scene. Step on it, Meryl. I'm trying, Snake. I'm in 4th gear. That's the highest one.
I got shot 4
Snake,
times.
maybe I should parallel park. No, Meryl, no. Two cars inevitably crash. The cars are all fucked up. Will this be how it ends?
I don't know anymore.
Suddenly we cut to, underneath the car is Solid Snake and Meryl.
What happened to Liquid? I can't see him.
Then suddenly Liquid comes out from behind the other flipped car. Ah, but my car is less fucked up than yours. Liquid Snake then walks very slowly towards Solid Snake and Meryl, and he has a gun.
With no bullets?
Don't do it. Ah, but I'm going to, says Liquid. Here I go. I'm going to squeeze the button on the gun. I'm doing it. The moment I do that, the firing pin will hit the back of the bullet casing, causing rapid expansion of gas. That will launch a projectile out to which... No! Something's wrong with my tummy. I think it's the virus.
Oh. Shit.
VPN.
What the? That's how he goes out?
No.
Really? This man has been through all of that and the
He
fox
has
die
succumbed
kills him.
to the fox die.
Wow.
My god. Liquid Snake
He been
has
through all of
finally
that.
been defeated. But it's not all good news. You see,
He's
they're
still
still
got
trapped
her.
under a car and a nuclear bomb is going to go off. And also, if Liquid just died from Fox Die, then Solid Snake is going to die from Fox Die as well any minute. They're twins, remember?
If Liquid's dead from Fox Die, this might mean that I could be next.
Don't say that,
tummy
Snake.
okay?
No. Maybe it's something totally unrelated. Maybe it's just
from
pericarditis. You know, like a thing that we can't talk about with males between 19 and 45 who are especially susceptible to... Don't say it, Meryl! Snake looks up and sees...
Where are the bombers? Where are the planes?
What happened to the air raid?
Please don't skip. My mom, Grace Allen.
Girl, you better get out of here.
Columbia.
Tell me don't skip. Okay, I know
No
it's a
stealth
movie, but
bombers in
Jesus.
sight.
The Colonel then calls Snake.
Sorry, that shit threw me
No
off.
stealth bombers in sight.
The Colonel then calls Snake.
Snake, I got some good news, I think. Listen, the Secretary of Defense, he is being arrested. And also, we have a new 6-piece special meal deal
Oh my God.
going at limited restaurants.
Are you bringing back the 9 for $9.95 on Tuesday?
Listen, there's no time for that. I managed to get in contact with the presidents. Guess what?
What?
Well, it turns out that the Secretary of Defense, he was acting alone on it. He was going rogue. He wasn't really allowed to do all the things that he was doing. So they
Convenient.
rescinded the order. Washington wasn't going to just use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
All right.
That would have been a very bad idea. The danger's over. You're fine. Except for the fox die. I hope that doesn't happen to you.
I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that.
Snake and Meryl, you are officially dead. You died when your Jeep sank into the ocean. Also, there should be a snowmobile nearby. You and Meryl can jump on and then ride away.
To the
Enjoy your
sunset?
new life, Snake. I love you.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Just one more thing. Tell me about Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in the program.
Yeah, but what about me?
Well, Naomi said that she wants to talk face-to-face with you about it. So it's
So no
probably
fox
good news.
die.
Snake, I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry, Naomi, but I have one last message from him.
What is the message?
Fox said, forget about him. Go on with your own life, and he'll always love you.
Also, there was something about your parents, but I can't remember what he said. I wasn't really listening.
Naomi. Liquid died from Fox Die too.
Didn't tell her?
What about me? When am I gonna go?
And she says,
well, according to my calculations, I don't know.
What do you mean, you don't know? When am I gonna die?
Snake, you only truly die when you stop living. So live your life.
Yeah, live life to the fullest and shit. When am I gonna die? Literally.
Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
And they never tell us. He doesn't know whether to plan a year-long trip of the world or literally skip dinner and watch the sunset, because he could die any second.
Anyway, Snake, this video is very long, and I want to go now.
Oh, okay. Bye, Naomi. Thanks for everything. Thanks for your help.
Wow. He never gets to figure out. Just live until you die, I guess. Eventually it might
Snake
happen.
and Meryl then find
Not
the
knowing is
snowmobile.
better, right?
Until today, I had only lived for myself. Maybe it's time I lived for someone else. Someone like you, Meryl.
I've actually got a boyfriend. So, where to, Snake?
David. My name David.
Okay, so where to, Dave? And then they ride off into the sunset, and that is the end of the game.
Oh, wow. Wow. My name's David.
All right, Q&A. Question mark? This is one of the greatest games of all time. It will never be surpassed. Why do I reference it so much in videos? Because it's the best. This video took 4 months to make.
And now that this video's done, you don't have to write any more comments asking for it.
Well, hold on, I've got a comment. Can you guys do Metal Gear Solid 2?
No, actually, you've been shadow banned from the channel.
Right, so how old is Meryl? I thought she was like 22, and Snake is like 36, but apparently... Oh, no, okay, Snake is 33, and Meryl is 18.
In the Japanese,
right.
she was actually 17 and 11 months.
That's what the countdown clock was about.
Let's talk Psycho Mantis, if you will.
Yes.
A lot of his appeal, well, that he reads your memory card. He knows
like
if
that
you've been
one,
playing
right.
Suikoden.
Yeah.
If you could be Psycho Mantis, hypothetically, like, what do you reckon the viewer, yes, you, listening right now, what do you reckon their YouTube viewing habits are like?
Okay. Ah, you really liked Mystery of the Druids, didn't you? My Mandalore Gaming. Joseph Anderson appeals a lot. Halfway through The Witcher 2 analysis?
Third one coming soon. Just finished watching Good Game is Good and Here's Why video number 48.
None of that.
I really think a lot of these Foxhound people just need to, like, fucking get a new thing. They just kind of, like, I wouldn't want to be Sniper Wolf's friends. Can you imagine inviting her to a party and she just rocks up? And you just be like, oh, yes, this is Sniper Wolf.
Decoy Octopus would be pretty good, actually.
You could bring him and be like, yeah, see, I'm telling you, she did just go to a different school and you wouldn't know her. Here she is, my beautiful girlfriend.
No, well, he'll go, hold on, my girlfriend's just showed up. Let me go get her. And then he'd walk out of the room and then some lady would come in. And she'd go, oh, it's so nice to meet all of you. And she'd go, oh, you haven't seen Decoy Octopus around, have you? Oh, I think he's outside having a cigarette. I better go. Did you see her? Did you meet her? She's nice, right?
I was just outside having a cigarette.
And this goes on for like half an hour.
To the point where he gets them mixed up, he comes back and he's like, oh, Decoy Octopus sure is good at doing sex on me. And it's just him. He's not in an outfit.
I gotta tell you, 8 blood transfusions in the space of 40 minutes really takes a toll on you.
He keeps coming back and he's just paler and paler. He's like sweating. Do you have any juice? Can you get us a cup of corn and some sugar in it?
Oh my, Decoy Octopus is the best.
Oh God, okay.
Well, this has been quite a long journey. And, you know, of all the references on all the channels, can't help but get a little sentimental about things. And there's just one last thing I want to say about this game, which is that none of this would have happened if he had got NordVPN. Nord is the greatest thing. You need the Netflix catalog. Have you got anything for Metal Gear Solid?
I didn't really like it.
Thank you to NordVPN. Damn, Naughty. You got that region unlocking.
Oh my
this
God.
is totally unrelated as a PSA. So, people went, how come you've privated all the such and such videos? And then they just started cropping up on other channels. People re-uploaded them, which is not a good situation either. So, basically the reasoning was this. The old videos are fine. Welcome to the room.
Oh, you got the room?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's private, though. It's
Lots of
unlisted.
rooms, isn't it? But they're not amazing. So we didn't want them being recommended to people as their first experience of the channel because they might just not sub. So what's the compromise? I'll make a big playlist of everything that's unlisted. You want to watch the old videos?
Oh.
All right, there they are in the unlisted playlist. Otherwise, everything else is just there in the regular thing. If you want to react to videos, please, by all means. I do watch them and that is fun. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, show some love on a couple of the videos I reacted to, so that's what's up. And we sat here for 2 hours and we just watched Metal Gear Solid, and the storyline actually started becoming very, very good. That storyline was actually pretty cool. It was confusing as all hell, but once everything came together, it makes a lot more sense. The game itself, being that it was in 1998, it makes sense how big it was around that time. And the way they put the details with the game itself, it's kind of cool. And I kind of wish I would have had experienced that. Oh my goodness. Cup of patience, boy. We did it. We did it. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it.